Welcome to Our Last Podcast. My name is Cameron, and today with me, I got a couple of special guests. I got the green bean tall giant, Maurice Jones, MJ, Michael Jordan.
It's close.
And I got Gilbert Gottfried's long-lost cousin. What's up, Gavin?
Not a whole lot.
I'm so excited about this.
Oh, this is good. It's been a while since we recorded one, right?
Yeah, no, I haven't recorded an episode in a month.
Damn.
I haven't been busy. I've just been fucking lazy.
I'm happy to be here to bust the slump, dude.
Yeah, dude. I checked my downloads today, and I haven't done any promotion, nothing. Mm-hmm. And I've went from 300 extra downloads since that month. So that's not bad.
That's something. Hibernation growth, you know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. Passive income.
Yo.
I should be a fucking YouTube speaker, dude.
Yo, you should.
This is how you grow your passive income. Yo. Sell pot.
So weird.
Dude, you don't. If you sell pot, people just find you. You know what I mean? You don't have to try hard to sell pot.
I've never once thought about selling drugs. And I've done a lot of drugs in my life. Consumed a lot of drugs. I've been the buyer a lot. I've never been once like, I can make this work for me.
Really?
No. Never even thought about it.
It's so easy.
I'm a big bitch baby, and I'm really scared of getting in trouble. And I made it out so
you can
far.
Say that again.
Knock, knock. Right. I don't like getting in trouble ever for anything. And ask my boss. And no, yeah, it kept me from doing illegal drugs for an amount of time, and then I was getting in trouble. Never been arrested.
You never been arrested?
No,
I've never been arrested.
I'm doing it fucking wrong, guys. I'm a fucking idiot, dude.
Literally,
because I've been arrested a couple times.
I mean, I got my name on a couple police reports, maybe, but.
What were the police reports about? You can't discuss the pending cases.
It was about some kid getting pepper sprayed. His longboard got stolen. Well, it didn't get stolen. He lost it. He lost it.
Quote unquote lost it.
Dead ass. He lost it.
But he blamed you.
He blamed us.
Yeah.
All we did was pepper spray.
What a fucking bitch, dude.
Allegedly.
Has it been 7 years? Huh? Has it been 7 years?
Yeah. Oh, close.
Okay, fuck him. Who cares?
Fuck him.
Yeah, fuck him, dude.
all the cool kids are getting pepper sprayed nowadays. Anyway.
Actually, it was like the fourth pepper spray I was involved in.
He's a serial pepper sprayist, dude.
Yo, it happened like a 2-month period. It was just the
in thing.
It was the course of action for that time period.
Just running around your neighborhood and stealing longboards and pepper spraying kids, dude.
It's way more punk rock than sucker punching people.
Oh, it does some lasting damage, you know what I mean?
You're gonna need a couple milk gallons, motherfucker. Oh man!
I saw a video recently of the guy who was peddling his pepper spray neutralization spray or whatever, and they were demonstrating it, and they got his poor buddy Phil or whatever that's just schlub to get pepper sprayed, right? And then,
it's the guy in the friend group they don't like.
Yeah.
Donovan, you got to do it, Donovan. Donovan, come on!
You're a part of this.
Call Phil. Call Phil. You know the guy that sweeps the front of the grocery store for free.
We'll do it for $10, dude.
And he gets pepper sprayed. He's crying, throwing up. There's snot coming out of his face, and they're spraying this, just endlessly spraying this spray in his face, and it's having no effect. And the guy, and the spray peddler was like, "Imagine how much worse it would be if we did this pepper spray."
The guy who made it, named Riley, is in the back, like, got it. He's like, I paid $1,000 for this video shoot today. He's just fucking red, dude. Oh, dude, talk about selling something to disenfranchise people, dude. Just selling pepper spray to the cancel culture in America.
Yeah.
If you get pepper sprayed, I kind of think you deserve to.
Honestly, if you get yourself in a position, bro,
if you're sitting down somewhere in California, you deserve to be sprayed in the face.
Bro. You watch those videos where like the college kids are like just sitting in like a line, and the cops like
just bear spray.
I'm going to pepper spray you, and they're like police brutality. And they just go on the line, dude. They just go down the line.
Say what you want about like peaceful demonstration or nonviolent resistance and all that, but like if someone's like, I'm gonna do something to you if you don't move, and then you don't move and they do something to you, how can you be mad?
If a man with a gun tells you to do something,
do it or pull out your gun.
Exactly. Like that's about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
California just passed up. I'm pretty sure it's California, or it's either that or a representative of Arkansas. I really can't remember because I've done a lot of drugs.
Yep.
Okay, but there's a bill, and it's like a. It's never going to get passed, but this representative passed this bill where it mandates homeowners to flee the home in a robbery.
Yeah, like you have a burden to flee.
You have a burden to flee because the people who are robbing you are not going to hurt you. They just have a gun in order to commit the robbery. So it's on you to leave the home and call the proper authorities.
It's whack.
Where is this at?
I think it's I want to say California just because of how crazy they are.
They have, like,
but I think it's some like right-leaning state like Arkansas or like Texas that's representatives from. But yeah, no, the bill will never get passed. But it was just crazy to read. Like that's a logical thought pattern in someone's mind. Like I'm going to leave my house, dude. You're robbing me? I'll go. Take everything, bro. Take fucking everything. You know?
Like it sounds good. Like obviously, yes, a human life is more valuable than possessions. I get it, but like you can't. Who is deciding whether or not your life is threatened in the situation? Like who's like, yeah, they're not going to kill you, man.
That's like they're just drug addicts.
Yeah, don't even trip. Dog.
They're just going to pepper spray you.
It's like for all the inherent like problems there could be with like all that stand your ground and castle doctrine and all that. I think it should be either all in or all out. There should be no gray area. Like I'm either allowed to shoot people that break into my house or I'm not. And yeah,
well, we
live
in Ohio, so
yeah, we can do pretty much whatever we want.
Yeah.
I love. Well, listen, dude.
It's like there's a gray area. No. You better shoot that motherfucker dead if he's in your house in Ohio.
Mm-hmm. I don't want to get fucking sued.
Yeah, bro. Because they live, they can get you. They can charge you. You know what I mean? They can sue you. You know. Good luck when in that case. Poor old Timmy's fucking paralyzed from the waist down with your 45 bullet in its fucking spleen.
Yeah. No, I don't. If I'm going to shoot someone, I'm going to shoot them a lot of times.
That's what I'm saying. Like, first off, no. What I'm saying, if you pull out a gun, the intent is to kill someone, right?
Yeah.
It's stopping power. So if you're pulling a gun on somebody, it's the last option.
Yeah,
and they have put their life on the line in some way. Probably.
Only halfway crooks pull out their gun. The little coward did.
I'll never forget this moment in my life. I went to cop dope.
What?
I went to cop dope, dude. And this drug dealer is. I call my drug dealer. He has another drug dealer with him. And the new drug dealer hands me a bag. I open the bag. It's crack. And I'm like, I wanted dope. And he's like, that's dope. And I'm like, no, this is crack. I don't want it. And he pulls out a gun. We're on a residential neighborhood street, right? He pulls out a gun. There's like a speedway down the street. It's like in a moderate, nice neighborhood. He pulls out a gun. He goes, get the fuck out the car. I said, are you going to shoot me at 3 p.m. in front of a church, cocksucker? Just give me my money back, dude. He was like, all right, bro. And he pulled out like my $20 and he gave it to me, and I walked out of his car with $20 from crack. Yes. You know? I was like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna kill me here? Get out of here, dude. You know? If you're gonna kill me, you would have did it. You wouldn't have to tell me you're gonna do it.
And that's the thing, there's no, you don't threaten, you don't brandish a gun to threaten somebody. You just let it go, right?
Yeah. You just some real Machiavellian shit. Dude. You're gonna see it coming, dude.
Yeah.
There's a sword in the first act.
Huh?
I said if there's a sword in the first act.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. Fucking. I don't know. I've been watching you Facebook, and I got to go back on Facebook and delete this long-winded post I posted on Facebook. I got to do it, dude. About unemployment.
Yeah.
I got to do it. I got to fucking do it.
It's a little Karen.
It's Karen, and also like no one fucking cares, and I know it.
Yeah.
You know, I already know.
And that's like. And you know it, and you still...
And I still did it.
You still did it.
I know. That's the sickest part of it, dude, right?
That's bad.
I don't know, dude. I got to stay off social media. I've been on Instagram a lot and TikTok. And there's like a lot of...
Why?
There's just a lot of weird trends that I'm hit. Why? Because like TikTok's a really good platform. If like... You know what I mean?
I get... Yeah.
I don't like it. Right? But it's entertaining.
You like it. You like what you like. You know what I'm saying?
Dude.
Listen.
But there's a lot of these like cancel culture movements that like I got hip to because of TikTok, like banning Eminem. Like they want to ban Eminem.
Someone just told me that today. Like what?
That's straight from TikTok. That
for what? For do we know?
I don't. It was like
it's the line from "Love the Way You Lie." I'm gonna tie you to this fucking bed and set the house on fire. That one.
I'm gonna tie you to this bed and set the house on fire.
If she ever tries to fucking leave again, I'm gonna tie you to the bed and set this house.
And that's it.
That's it.
Yeah,
that was the last straw.
Like,
8 years ago. Like
yeah,
I was a freshman in high school and I really loved that song.
No one's talking about him killing his mom. You know,
you know what I'm saying?
Talking about killing his mom, you know?
Talking about beating up his ex-wife or girlfriend, baby mama, whatever.
Talking about putting a gerbil in his ass.
You know?
Yes.
Like,
and
come on.
Nuttin', like a lot, the whole song.
Yeah, dude. I don't know, dude. It's and Dr. Seuss. Dr. Seuss?
Some of that shit was fucked
What?
up.
It is fucked up, but I don't read Dr. Seuss like oh, they're making
Dr. Seuss.
For being racist? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Yeah.
They didn't cancel it. What they did is the people who
they like soft blocked it,
who own the rights to Dr. Seuss, they seen some of the books and they were like, all right, this has some racial innuendos, and they pulled the books from publication.
Pulled them from further publication.
Yeah, so like people can't get them again or whatever. But like it's like so like no, I don't read I wasn't a kid reading Dr. Seuss and was like, wow, this is overtly Asian. Like, that was never a thought. I was never like, oh, the Noodle Man, he must be Asian. Mm-hmm. You know, that was never a train of thought in my head.
Dr. Seuss wrote a bunch of World War II propaganda cartoons, like political propaganda cartoons, and some of those, I guess, they're saying were problematic. I also saw some of them that made good points. They said, two guys with really long beards on the stage, and they've got their beards tied together, and it's one guy is America First doctrine, and the other guy is Nazi doctrine, and they got their beards tied together, and they're like the same thing.
So he was making like counterculture propaganda or propaganda for the government.
Some of these cartoons are pretty racist. Even listen.
So the long and the short of it is
the long and the short.
The prognosis is it's racist.
Definitely, yeah.
It's big racism, racist vibes.
Like anyway,
it was a different age, dude.
The times they are changing. You know what I'm saying?
And yeah, dude, these new age activists don't read Dr. Seuss books, dude. They read vegan friendly fucking kids books, dude. Mm-hmm. You know, they read their kids Veggie Tales before bed. They ain't fuck. You don't even know what Veggie Tales is?
I know what Veggie Tales.
Okay,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Broccoli.
Yeah, dude. Everyone knows that shit, dude. No one reads fucking Dr. Seuss, dude. Those people who canceled it don't read Dr. Seuss.
And that's basically they're just. I mean, it's reaching for something to stand up agat.
Yeah,
you know
I think it's virtue signaling at its finest, bro. I really do.
Performatively woke.
How woke can you be?
I that, you know, I'm all me personally, very anti-police brutality. Less people should be getting killed by cops.
For sure. People
that are killed by cops are disproportionately men of color. Like, these are facts. These are, like, things that are undisputable, right? But, like, me, like, Jimmy P. white kid, like making my Facebook profile picture just black.
Oh.
Like that's not. I'm not doing that for anybody but me.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that for anybody but me.
Showing significance to how much you care.
Yeah.
You know?
If not, and if I really think I'm going to affect somebody enough to change their mind on like police killing black people is a bad thing, then like I have this just inflated idea of myself and how much I matter to the world.
Exactly.
I got fucking great neighbors, okay, and they're black. You know what I mean? I want these hoity-toity fucking white people who do cancel culture and they're vultures to our culture, right? The people who are like, I'm going to stand up and come live in the fucking hood with me. Shut the fuck up. Put your money where your fucking mouth is. Come buy this fucking lot for $20,000 and come live next to me, you cocksucker.
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah. Listen, garbage day was 4 days ago. I still got fucking trash cans lying in my goddamn fucking hallway. You know what I mean?
Oh my god!
You know?
No HOA here.
Yes, and it's an issue, right? Like, why can't we just come together and get the trash cans out of the street?
Yeah.
Why are they blocking the street?
If you care about social justice, come live in impoverished areas with me.
Literally, come kick it.
Come be a poor person for a month.
I'm telling you, I got a spare room. I got a third floor I'm trying to rent out right now.
Airbnb, dude.
Yeah.
You can live the culture that you're standing up for.
Literally. Come hang out. Stand on the corner. Go to the memorial. You know what I'm saying?
Airbnb on Cherry Street.
What is it? Billy Bundles?
Bundle Bob. Rest in peace, Bundle Bob.
So, and
tell me about Bundle Bob.
He died across. He didn't die across the street from me. Nor I don't even think he lived across the street from me. But there's a memorial for him that you can see from my window. It's right across the street. It's becoming a cultural epicenter for social events, gatherings,
drinking 40s in front of Bundle Bob's memorial.
Exactly.
Pour a little out for Bundle Bob.
Yeah. Anytime it's nice out, you know.
Pour some ashes in the blunt, dude.
Tupac style, whatever.
Yeah, dude.
Did you see? I know I was talking to Cam earlier about the most recent episode of Last Week Tonight. It was about unemployment, about like how it's fucked up that like unemployment is specifically like determined by each state, and like the minimums, right? And like the state can lower it, and that in a perfect world, there's like a federal system for unemployment, and you know, but it was a governor, just a middle-aged white man governor, talking about unemployment fraud and like how hip they are to unemployment fraud, and we're going to catch you guys. And he was like, we saw somebody named Tupac Shakur file for unemployment benefits. Obviously, this was fraud. And then like a week later, he's on another press conference and he goes, all right, so I have to apologize. There's actually another person named Tupac Shakur. Like, of course there is. You didn't check? Mm-hmm. You're the governor. Anyway.
Gavin, are you familiar with where Section 8 housing used to be off of Middlesex?
Off Middlesex? Which complex?
So like it's where the Georgetowns are at?
Yes.
And if you were going down Middlesex, you would like... It's where like the whole new hotel is and shit. It used to be all Section 8, bro.
Yep.
I'll never forget I'm smoking weed, dude. And some little kid walks in. He's like, I'm like 16. This kid's like 11. And he walks in with his fucking mom, right? And his mom starts hitting the blunt, right? And she passes it to her son. And I was just mystified. I was like, what the fuck? Like this, like, you know? And I'm talking to him, chopping up with him. And I'm like, yo, what's your name? He's like, Tupac. I'm like, that's not your name, bro. Stop playing with me, bro. Quit playing with me, dude. And he's like, Ma, tell this motherfucker my name, Tupac. And she was like, yeah, that's my baby. His name Tupac. Dude, that kid was 11 years old, dude, just smoking fat doinks, dude. In a sesh. In a whole sesh, dude. Legend, dude. His middle name was Shakur.
And what was the last name?
I don't fucking know, dude. Williams.
I don't know.
Yeah. You know, but it was just, it mystified me that I smoked a blunt with an 11-year-old named Tupac.
Tupac Shakur.
Yeah, Tupac Shakur.
Yeah.
We were talking about the hood, and we were talking last night. And so he comes by, he had an energy drink. He went down, got an energy drink, right? And he walks and he goes, you you kind of live in the fucking hood, huh? And I'm like, well, what makes you, I'm like, yeah, what makes you say that? He's like, I went to that gas station. It's like, oh, yeah, dude. I was like, people get fucking shot there, dude. Every weekend.
Every weekend.
Any
Or
place-
you catch a stray just driving down the street. You know?
Every weekend, some poor soul dies getting kitty litter and fucking ramen noodles.
Catch a strike. Catch a strike.
No, that's the truth, dude. And then those little stop and go shops in the hood too be so overpriced, bro.
Like, bro, I can't afford this, bro.
Yeah.
And I work
Yeah.
I work a lot, dog.
They know the motherfuckers in that neighborhood can't make it to Kroger's or Myers, so they're just like, you want cat food? $2 a can. Hope your cat dies, you fucking poor son of a bitch.
You know, the fucking stop and go across the street from the manor.
Yeah.
I used to live with our friend Mello, and I ate all his Chips Ahoy one night, and I needed to replace his Chips Ahoy.
Yeah.
And I was pressed for time. The stop and go was open, so I walked over there, fucking like $9 for
like
a
the
pack
one
of Chips Ahoy.
pack or sleeve.
Yeah. And the guy that works at the stop and go, who I'm Facebook friends with somehow.
Willie or no, it starts with it's a weird name.
It's damn it. Anyway, he's like, don't buy this here.
He likes you.
Yeah, he's like, don't buy this here. He was like, these are like $3 at Kroger. And I was like, listen, bro, I know. If I was responsible with my money, I wouldn't be living in the manor. just give me the Chips Ahoy and also these pretzel
I
M&Ms.
spent $9 on a lot worse. Yeah, dude. It's weird, dude. I've had experiences and moments at like gas stations where there's either a weird creepy girl or a weird creepy man, and it's not the same experience as like a Starbucks barista having a slight conversation, or like someone at Kroger's I'm checking out and they're like, oh, how's your day? I'm like, oh, it's fine, you know, whatever, keep it pushing. The gas station attendants and clerks are always like the weirdest incel motherfuckers I've ever met.
What size feet you got?
They have breathing problems.
It's something crazy. And why are they so friendly? Like they think like after a few times stopping in, like y'all are gonna kick it once they get off or something. It's like a whole thing. It's like, yeah, what you doing later? You know what I'm saying?
I was stopping at BP by our work to get a client a vape.
Yeah.
And I'm going up there with the company car, getting him a vape or whatever. And I'm just like, oh yeah, give me this. And he's like, oh, dude, you should really try this. You know, I got like 5 vapes at home. And you know who I'm talking about, huh?
The kid.
Yeah.
Bro.
And he just starts talking. And I look at him and I go, bro, I don't want to talk anymore. I'm like, please, man. I'm like, I gotta go to work.
Bro.
I told him that, and he was so hurt. He was so hurt. But like, I was like being polite, and he just kept fucking talking about vapes. And I'm like, dude, I've been vaping for 5 fucking years, dude. Shut your fucking mouth when you talk to me, dude. And finally, I'm just like, buddy, I gotta go. You know? And he's like, oh, okay, man. And I'm like, Jesus, dude. Like, people behind me were getting pissed.
Yeah.
I'd already checked out.
I mean, he's insane. Like, so first off, I started ignoring him today. So we walked in there, right? And it's like 6 of us. Bro, as soon as I walk in the door, he's just fucking hollering at me. Like, yo, what up? Like as soon as I'm like, I don't know you.
The real short guy, right?
Yeah.
He starts commenting on your tats. Nice tats, dude. Some great tats, dude. I really like that work. One time I got a fucking cross on my arm. You know,
he says something about my tie every time I go in there. It's like, nice tie, bro. It's like, same tie as last week, bro. I have 2.
Yo, what was it, like last week, 2 weeks ago? I don't know. We went over there, and they're all clients are smoking after
the cigarette run.
After
that exhausting trip.
Yeah, right. So like we're all hanging out there, right? And this man just comes out. He's like, "Y'all smoke?" And I'm just like, "No."
You're like, not cool, bro.
I'm like, bro, come on.
They're like, yeah, crack, motherfucker.
But like the group of people that was there, it was the
wrong group,
bro. It was a bad mix. But then he's like, y'all mind if I smoke? And I was like, damn, like I'm like trying to cut their cigarette break short. Like, yo, I can't really let this happen, bro.
Right.
So
I can't facilitate this.
long and the short of it is, bro, he's just.
I would have had a stroke.
Bro, I
would have stroked out right there. I don't have the patience, dude.
I was just like, it's insane. And then he's still talking to me like we're boys and stuff. And I'm like, honestly, you're making my job very difficult right now. Like, this is a lot of shit that I don't want to deal with right now. Right? And then that's all it like. And then all it was is, 7 clients come back smelling like weed and, and they're all talking. Like, first off, we had one loud person just could not get over it.
Yeah.
And so it was a thing. It was
I'm triggered.
Literally.
I'm triggered, dude.
And that was it for the rest of the night.
If you get triggered from weed, you're a pussy.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Grow the fuck up.
Grow up.
It's lame, bro.
It's
Weed
lame.
sucks.
Yeah.
I walked into my girlfriend lives in that apartment complex where that baby died.
Wait, what?
The corner of
I feel like that's a lot of
corner of Burn and
Burnports?
Airport. Yeah.
Oh, not Burnports. Because that's
no,
like
that's where all those kids got shot. That's across the street.
So she lives on the other side of Airport.
The other side of Burn.
Oh, what is that? Burn.
I forget what it's called.
It's right next to that fucking stop and going little shops. That's what you're talking about, right?
Yeah. I used to stay over in those apartments.
Anyway.
The first one, right?
So I go to the stop and go over there, and I've got my Midwest. I got my badge on still, and the guy's like, "Oh, you work at the detox?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "You in recovery?" I was like, "Yeah." Like, "What's your drug of choice, if you don't mind me asking?" And I'm like, "Fuck, I don't just all kinds of shit." I'm like, all kinds of shit. It's like, cool. He's like, my uncle's cousin's sister's dogs, brothers, best friends, godsons in recovery. And I'm like,
Yeah.
good for them.
Yeah.
Are they clean? He's like, no. I was like, oh, you know where we are.
People use the term recovery so loosely, dude.
They just throwing it out there.
Yeah, dude.
Like, not recovery or like sober, which is just great. It's just like, oh, yeah. I mean,
That's a Tool song, bro.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. It's uncomfortable when people ask you like that know nothing about recovery, and they try to like be on your team. It's like, shut up, dude. You wouldn't give me $1 if I asked you for it right now, and I was struggling, dude. Just shut the fuck up, dude. Don't fucking talk to me about recovery.
Someone's
Dude.
like, oh, you got cancer? What's that like? It's real bad, dude.
It's great.
It's fine, I guess.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
I'm alive.
I get all the ice chips I want.
Yo.
Yeah, dude, what a bunch of twats, dude. Like,
With a capital T.
I have family members who do that. I'm so glad for your recovery. Listen, dude, I know what you say about me behind closed doors. Okay? Say it to my fucking face next time,
Yeah.
You got a pussyfoot around it. I used to dig in garbage cans. I get it. I'm a family piece of shit, So let me live a little bit,
When I was my first period of long-term recovery, I was living at a sober house in Columbus, and my grandfather would come up to visit me. And in the last couple of years, he got really into stained glass, making his own stained glass projects, right? Mm-hmm. And there's this big stained glass store, and it's one of the only ones in Ohio, and it's in Columbus. So every time we go there, he and I would go there together and help him carry all the glass, whatever. So we go up to the checkout. This strange woman that my grandfather's talking to is like, my grandson's in recovery. He used to be an alcoholic. He's not anymore. I was like, I am.
That's an icebreaker for your grandpa.
And she was like, oh, cool. My grandson's a drug addict. And we were like, cool. And I walk out. And I was like, Grandpa, I was like, listen, I know you love me and you're proud of me, and that's why you're telling people about this. I was like, never. I've got to bring that up. And he was beating himself up about it. I was like, it's not a big deal. I was like, you didn't know. Now you know.
My mom always like juxtaposes her comments about addiction. She's like, I don't know a lot about it, sweetie. I'm like, yeah, you fucking dumb. You ever stick a needle in your arm, Mom? You know what that's fucking like? I'm like, you know what that shit's fucking like? You don't, dude. You don't know nothing about it, sweetie. I don't mean to give you my opinion on something I don't know, baby. She's such a sweet woman, dude. I love her.
Bless her heart.
Yeah, dude, bless her. Dude, she pushed my fat ass head out of her.
Fucking melon.
Yeah, dude, fucking melon top, dude. I think that's a good segue. So, me and him were talking about this before the podcast. And, it's literally fucking astounding. So I'm not sure if you ever heard about this guy. His name's Carl Hart.
Yeah, no.
He's a Columbia psychology professor and also quote unquote expert of neuroscience.
Okay.
A Columbia professor who uses heroin says the drug helps him maintain a work-life balance.
And the dude with the dreads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, this is fascinating.
That was a couple weeks ago. He did the whole.
I think he was GQ. Was it GQ?
Yeah,
it was GQ. But he's been talking. He told me he was on Rogan.
Bro, it's like
he was on Rogan.
It's just, to keep me from being toxic. You know what I'm saying? I just shoot a little heroin here and there.
So this guy's actually straight edge. He was straight edge until 29. Never fucked around, did drugs.
Like real straight edge, like straight edge for the.
I think straight edge for society. You know what I mean? Maybe had a few drinks, but nothing serious.
As in, was he a straight edge? Did he claim straight edge, or you're saying he just wasn't?
He's a clean cut guy.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
very.
There's a line.
Okay. Big 21 Pilots fan.
Yeah. Yeah,
they're straight edge, aren't they?
I don't know.
He's what's the one fist, 1,000 fist foot punch or death punch?
5-finger death punch.
5-finger death punch. Yeah, that's one of those bands, Yeah,
1,000 foot mouth disease.
Yeah. He says he was well over 40. And he started using heroin 6 or 7 years ago. And after doing that short, thin line with a friend, he said he felt a dreamy, light sedation, free of stress.
Fuck yeah.
He added that the two chatted, laughed, and called it an evening and went home.
Yeah.
The good old times, dude. So basically, he worked for 25 years studying drug users and to seek answers about just substance use and addiction, My heroin use is as recreational as my alcohol use, unquote. Like vacation, sex, and the arts, heroin is one of the tools that I use to maintain my work-life balance.
Yep. Exactly.
This guy's unreal. So I like this part. This notion that people are not going to use drugs is silly and adolescent. That's true.
Yep.
That's very true.
Yep.
I feel him on that.
Let's keep it real.
Yep. So where is this? Where is it at when he said it?
Hart says that his family supports his own recreational heroin habit. And that he continues to meet his responsibilities as an academic, husband, father, and most importantly, taxpayer. It doesn't say most importantly, it just says taxpayer. Writing in the book that he's, quote, better for, end quote, his drug use.
Hart says going through heroin withdrawal was incapacitating. Hart knows what it feels like to go through opiate withdrawal. In the book, he documented some of his experience with what he called mild withdrawal. Hart described common withdrawal symptoms like the flu, chills, blah, 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 blah. It was a pain that was not easily forget. Because Hart is a drug expert, he sprang into action, crushing up a bit of sedative and knocking himself out. What the fuck?
I love that,
dude?
yes. And I love the term drug expert instead of addict. I love how they use that in the article because it's like that makes it all right.
Yeah,
like he's a learned man. You know what I'm saying? It's okay.
Where did he get the sedative?
He borrowed it from the lab.
That's what I'm saying. Like I wish I had the luxury to knock myself out for a couple hours during a heroin withdrawal. Yeah,
just take a breather. You know what I'm saying?
I'll be back. I'll be good in 4 hours, dude.
Yep.
It's unbelievable. There was he actually, I believe too, made himself go into withdrawal purposefully to do like lectures and stuff, and things like that to prove to people that you can overcome withdrawal symptoms and be okay. I think that's something that he actually did as well. But this guy is literally like, as we were talking to MJ's like, do you ever think like, a drug addict? Like after we had talked about it, and I'm like, this guy makes me think that.
He makes it seem legit, Yeah. He's like, I do the things. I'm in society.
Yeah, I'm just doing it wrong.
Yeah, I'm saying there's got to be a way to move and shake, right? There's got to be a fine line to be ridden, and like I assume, look at him, bro. He's sourcing it responsibly. He's doing it in some way that is the most harm reduction way possible.
Sure.
Yeah. He's got it figured out.
So, like, this is, like, the real thing, which is what I wanted to bring up, which is that, do you think that the stigma, I don't know why I said stigmatism, the stigma behind addiction due to societal pressures, right? So, like, instinctually, when you do hard drugs like cocaine and heroin, you know it's wrong and you feel bad about it. Do you guys think, and even alcohol, right? Like the connotation of like, oh, you're an alcoholic, like that's either like used as a badge of honor in culture or like a bad thing. So, like, what I was thinking when I was reading this is like, maybe he's a little bit onto something, because I think people feel so bad about what they're doing because they know it's illegal, they know it's bad for them, they know they're doing something instinctually wrong, that it prolongs their addiction.
Yeah.
So they lie about it. They fucking hide it. Like, they fucking cover it up. They're not honest about it. They fucking get real deep and dark into it before they're like, I need some fucking help. You know?
There was definitely a point where, like, I romanticized, like, the horrible bottom of the barrel drunk behavior I was having, like, just sitting alone and getting hammered every night. And, like, I would, like, watch Mad Men over and over again and be like, I'm Don Draper. I'm Don Draper. I'm just tortured and handsome, and I love drinking, and I drink so much, and I wear a tie, and then everybody wants to have sex with me. But in reality, I'm just drinking Twisted Teas and peeing in soda bottles to avoid leaving my room. So
I don't know. I've thought about it, and I think, like, I can't decide if being a down on your luck drug addict and alcoholic is the peak of stoicism, because, like, there could be a way to do it if you didn't feel bad about it. Like, if you had for someone who has completely accepted, like, eating out of trash cans and shooting dope on the side of the road, like that is like a deep push into the Stoic's life. You know what I mean? You're basically just
on survival.
You know what I'm saying?
Not worried about life and the worries of it.
And I respect that. But the issue is the whining. Like, so that's saying drug addicts, alcoholics are whiny. So, so like, that's the only thing that separates them from a true Stoic in my head, which is the divide between good and bad, I guess.
I recently stumbled upon the YouTube channel. It's called Soft White Underbelly, and this guy, it's good.
I have a soft white underbelly.
This guy does interviews with people at Skid Row in LA. He pulls them off the street and does like these interviews. And I see a lot of those people who are like, yeah, I'm homeless. I hang out. This is where I go. Like, I've got a little.
Sometimes I'm envious of those people.
Like, fuck yeah, good for you, dog.
Yeah, a little. I don't know.
Like, not caring that much about like societal status and like in their life and what they're doing. Like, I'm envious of those people who can like be like, no, I just crashed my car. I don't know. You know?
I mean, because I respect that like outlook on life. It's like, there's got to be some like semblance of like true peace in there, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, they have figured something out. I don't know if it's right or wrong or whatever, but they got it. Something.
Yeah, I think like the only point that he proves, like that Carl, like I can see an alliteration of the point is like this, right? Like, society makes us feel bad for doing drugs. However, because of the way we have to get drugs and use drugs, and it's a seedy underground culture, it breeds people to be homeless, to live in the shadows, to live that kind of lifestyle for it to even be okay, right? Because, like, much like alcohol, if you tell someone you're an alcoholic, they're like you don't drink at all? You know what I mean? And so I think the criminalization of drugs promotes drug culture. I think that propones people into getting arrested, becoming a career criminal, homelessness, impoverishment, losing a job, not finding any other skills because they already fucked themselves on the first case they caught, and they went to prison for the first time and fucking don't give a shit about nothing else anymore. So I think like the one thing he's got is that like, okay, yeah, like people are going to use drugs. Can they use them correctly? Who knows?
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, not me.
I think,
not me, dude.
I think the concept of being an alcoholic and like being a ex-problem drinker, I think it was fashionable first, right? Before maybe some of these like other fellowships, as far as like 12 steps are concerned, like came about after. But you know, like the original fellowship of AA in the mid 30s, right, coming up, and I don't know. It seemed like I have a thing for TV dramas from the mid 90s to early 2000s. I like them a lot.
All right,
it's like
go on.
The West Wing. I love The West Wing. And there's like there's a character there that's like obviously like he was the alcoholic character. He's the one we're going to make the alcoholic, and he's in recovery. And he's like tortured, and he's going to stand up to his past, and blah blah blah. And it's all very tropey. But I don't know. It seems like, especially like when like drug use is considered like quote unquote hard drugs, you seem like set up. Like the drug addict is an outsider by definition. Like there's that TED talk where the guy says like the opposite of addiction is connection or love. He says love ultimately at the end. It's like community and love and connection, and like like already being labeled an addict or an alcoholic or whatever like makes you not normal. Like, not almost, in a lot of people's minds, like, okay, that puts you over here with these people. These people that I don't understand, that I don't see a lot, like homeless people. I don't hang out with homeless people. I don't know any homeless people. They're this group over here. Crazy. And I see them on the corner, and I blah, blah, blah. But, like...
You know about them, but they are pigeonholed. Now they are in this category in your brain, yes.
Yeah, there was... I forget... I should do more research before I talk about things. But the guy was talking about like kids don't know to be afraid of a homeless person the way like put together middle class Joe Schmo sees a homeless person and gets uncomfortable. It's like a reflection of what my life could look like if I didn't have all these things that I have. Like I don't know how to handle that, and I don't know how to handle looking at this picture of a person who doesn't have all the opportunities I've been afforded. So like it's just like it's you know, it displays itself as like, get away from me.
I think I'm really lucky. And this is like something that Eric reminds me of a lot that I forget. I have literally, like, we talk about stoicism and like the art of not giving a fuck, right? Like just not caring about shit, nihilism. I could lose my job today and I'm gonna be okay.
I'm telling you.
You know what I mean? like anything can happen, and as long as I'm still alive, I'm technically okay. Like I was homeless at a year sober. It can't get much worse there, bro. I was flipping fucking pizzas at Pizza Cat, dude. Hanging out with a bunch of dorky teal-colored hair employees, dude. Yeah. All they talked about was cats and fucking smoking weed, dude. And I wanted to kill myself every day I walked into that fucking place, dude. The owner of that place was like a goddamn serial rapist, dude. You know, he's got glasses, fucking, you know, he looks like he shops at Banana Republic. You know, every day.
Members only jacket.
A bomber. Yeah. You're 42, dude. Wear some Izod, dude. Let your wife buy your clothes, you fucking asshole. You know?
Let your wife buy your clothes.
I don't know, dude. And he was and so like my point is like, what are you gonna do to me? Yeah. You know, like, oh, what? I can't be homeless again. You know? Honestly, like I've done it before. It doesn't. I mean, it kind of sucks, I guess. But you know, but what are you gonna do? Threaten me with a good time? You know, you know,
less responsibility.
Honestly, I mean, it is a more carefree life. I mean, there's added stress, right? But like, there's a lot of other things relieved. Like, there's no deadlines or anything really. You just waste away for as long as you can. I'm gonna be really honest with you. I don't feel sorry for homeless people in America.
I'm going to be incredibly honest with you and say this. You can go to any Little Caesars at 11:30 p.m., hop up in that garbage can, and get yourself a fat, hot, and ready, dude. Still hot, dude. Still fucking hot. There's many soup kitchens around here that will feed you breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Right? You get free tartar. In Toledo, you get a tartar pass if you're homeless. You know what I mean? Yeah, sleeping at the Cherry Street Mission sucks, but if it's real cold, you can do it. You know what I mean?
And there's a lot of other places like I've seen it in practice now, like where people are literally able to walk in off the street and get holed up in a place for 7 days, 30 days, 90 days, 4 years, you know? Like, yeah, there might have to be some lying or manipulation to get into these places, but like all in all, there's places out here available to get help at. All you have to do is follow a couple simple guidelines.
Seriously.
And that's what it is. It's those few rules, which and I understand because that's tough after going from the streets
where you can do anything you want.
No rules, no deadlines, no guidelines, nothing.
No. So
I understand the learning curve there, but it's possible.
Yeah.
And not that hard to do.
Like, can you imagine being homeless in like Africa? Like imagine this, like you're set into a third world country family, your whole family dies. You're dead. You're fucking dead.
Yep.
No one gives a fuck about you. There's a homeless shelter in Ethiopia. You know, you're just sitting on a road. Can I please have some bread today? There's no Little Caesars around the corner. There's no kind-hearted people that are wealthy and will hand you $20 to get you a hotel for the night.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, I was homeless. Even in the deepest darks of American society, like, comparatively to humanity, bro, there's like a little bit of hope.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
There's this American greed monster, right? It's like hemorrhages a little bit of money, and it all trickles down, and there's something to be had if you really, really want it. There's something to be had. I went, like you were talking about these programs available. I left long-term treatment, and I thought I was going to go to this one particular program, which was it could be long-term. You could stay there up to 2 years if you wanted. And it's a nice house, and all you got to do is 12-step shit, basically, you know, and they let you get a job and let you drive your car and all kinds of. It's a sweet deal for someone who's got nothing, and it was not for me. But
long-term treatment saved my life.
Long-term treatment, yes, but this particular place was a little different, and it was quite anti-treatment. I got there, and they were what's your medication list and what medications are you on? And the head bitch in charge there was were you on any of these medications before you went to treatment?
Yeah.
No, of course the fuck I wasn't. I was drinking and getting high.
In fucking 3 years.
Yeah. No, I wasn't on that. All right, Mr. Shade.
Yeah.
And then I figured out that place wasn't for me, and I was homeless for 24 whole hours. I slept at Shane's house, which later became also my house.
That's not homeless.
I had a car. Yeah. I was going to sleep in my car. She was like, "You're not sleeping in your car. You can come sleep here." But yeah, and then I ended up at the Whitney Manor.
And you know, for me, I needed a stable place to grow as a person. If I wanted to keep living that way, I had the skills and the aptitude and the abilities to live that way. And so, that wasn't the case. What I just needed is, somewhere where I could... It's very... people don't understand this. The reason why rich people are so rich is because when you have money, it's very easy to make money. Right? Just money just literally falls out of the sky when you have money. I think I'll buy Apple stock today and reap 45%, 45-cent dividends off of it. Put $1 million in Apple stocks. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden, 3 months later, what's 45 times, X amount of whatever? Yeah. There's the money that you just made off the money, right? Yeah. And so when you're starting out with zero, and you have $0 to your name and nothing, it's so much harder to get up from that fucking that fucking grueling climb of that mountain, bro, because you just don't see a way up. You're just what the fuck? Is it ever going to get any better?
For the first time in my life, I don't quite live paycheck to paycheck. just being
like a little break.
Yeah, just being a little responsible and not eating out, even though I did on the way here. Not eating out every day and just buying groceries, buying staples, and eating that when I go home, and eating weird shit instead of, like you'd be like, all right, tonight we're eating ramen noodles and 3 eggs. Because that's
protein,
what I got.
You got carbohydrates.
That's all you want.
It's the food pyramid.
It's the food pyramid. It's the food quadrangle. But yeah, like just kind of doing something. I'm still not really great with my money, but I'm able to save, and like I'm doing some stuff I've never done before.
Well, it's
for no other reason than that I like spending money and buying dumb shit.
It's difficult, man, because like no one they tell you to grow up and be an adult, but like no one actually shows you how to do it.
Yeah, it's just like
figure it out.
We had to figure it out. So you gotta figure it out.
It's like this shitty rite of passage. It's like it's time to go to college or get a job. Don't know what you're gonna do.
Figure it out.
And like that's the thing, man. Is like I feel like I was talking about this today. Like I feel like truthfully, what it really. You ever listen to George Carlin, you guys?
The
comedian George Carlin.
Okay,
he swears a lot.
Yeah,
he swears a lot. Old guy. He passed away. Well, one of his older sets, he was like talking about rich people, and he was like, "It's a big fucking club, and you're not in it." I think a lot of drug addicts and alcoholics have like this existential crisis at a young age, or maybe at a coming of age, where they're just like, "This is all bullshit." Like I feel like a lot of us were just like, life sucks, and I'm going to try and get as high and drunk as possible through the rest of it.
And it works for a minute, right? Yeah. It works for a minute.
It works if you work it.
Yeah, dude, fucking, I don't know, man. It's this Carl Hart's, guys, is interesting to say the least, but...
My idea is, though, like, did everything he's done professionally all just get, like, nullified by him becoming a meme now, though? You know what I mean? Like, by him...
He seems
like being like, yo, I do
the
heroin
tone
regularly.
of these articles, he seems respected.
Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't. I mean, it's a little bit of like.
So like, it's heroin.
Look at the side.
He's a professor.
Look at the sideshow. It's interesting.
That's the idea.
But yeah, I mean, it's a Columbia psychology professor.
No one gives a fuck that Elvis Presley did Quaaludes.
You know what I'm saying?
No one gives a fuck that Elvis Presley did some Quaaludes and fucking died on his toilet.
Yeah,
that's
you don't
my
die
thing.
shitting from clean living and vitamin pills.
Yeah, dude. They're just like, oh, Elvis died. Must have been the Quaaludes.
Also,
you know?
It was the cocaine.
Also, he married that 15-year-old.
Yeah, we don't talk about that.
Yeah, let's not talk about it.
And moved her to his ranch. It was all weird when Michael Jackson did it.
Edgar Allan Poe did like the same shit.
He married his cousin.
Yeah, he married his fucking cousin, the weird fuck.
Yeah. And everybody around him died of TB, so...
Yeah. I watched
He died in the fucking gutter.
In the gutter, dude.
The gutter.
He sold one of his famous... I think he sold the Raven.
The Raven, yeah.
For like 45 cents.
Yeah. And he died... I mean, like, he was posthumously famous. Like, he did not get recognition. He died on the side of the road somewhere, and he had just created all these works, but... I mean, like that's a true tragedy of like a whole story, and it's a crazy story, but
The truest definition of tragedy.
I believe his dad tried to kill him too, or something like
Dad
his
or mom.
His mom died of
TB. Yeah,
His mom died of TB. His mom had a stepdad. He had a stepdad from his mother. Okay,
tried to kill him or something.
And then
how do we know this?
I don't know. I don't know if it's like I think or like if he didn't kill him, he like. Was like sent him away and like basically sent him off. I think he sent him off to college and like left him to die. Like he was just like go to college and then like
and then burned all rights. And he paperwork that involved.
Yep, and was basically like you're not my son anymore. And Edgar's like I don't got no money. He's like you're fucked. He's like figure it out, kiddo. I had to do this too. My stepdad did this to me. It's time to go to college or get a job.
Exactly. Shit, wouldn't it be fucked up if someone put a heart in the floor?
Exactly. Thump. And like that's honestly I'm not a huge fan, but
can we talk about you want like Edgar?
I like the story of his life. Like
yes,
I like
that's what I like about him.
I like the like because honestly, like the story of his life, and yes, his works are involved in like the story of his life, but the story of his life is a true tragedy, and that's awesome. You know, like that's cool. but it's kind of been, his work has been blown up because of his life, or because of his life story.
Yeah.
And it's
Like
some
the original
gothic poetry, you know, it's just, and I don't know, America doesn't have a huge pool of great writers to pick from, so
He's a default.
yes.
Dude, I'll tell you what, man. Like, I think our perspective, like, there's a lot of people who, when I say this, they'll be like, well, can't we just want to do better? Yeah, we can want to do better. But let's not be pussies about it. You know? Like,
doing better isn't cool if you're doing better because you want to do better. You have to accidentally do better.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, before you know it, you wake up and you're like,
This ain't
shit's
cool
kind of
no
sweet.
more.
That's sweet.
but, like, think of guys like Vincent Van Gogh. He's just cutting off his ear, dude. He's just wildly talented, and he just fucking...
He said, bitch, I love you.
Yeah,
Dude, literally.
He's in a deep psychosis.
Yeah.
Mozart goes deaf by, like, 30, you know?
No.
He's, like, working on, like, this instrumental fucking, you know, career of orchestra, and he's just, God's just like, you're deaf.
Yeah,
you know?
fuck you.
And then people are, like, have the audacity to complain about their lives, and like, bro, we've been suffering for aeons, you know?
Yeah. And that's like, and I don't know, that's like that's like a Buddhist principle, is like suffering is a requirement for life. And I think that like holds true in these things, like these like great sufferings have brought the most like the life to the stories that we have, or the history
artist
that we have.
Yeah. You were talking about Van Gogh being crazy. I don't know if y'all know like the whole story. So for 63 days, he lives in an apartment. You know, Paul Gauguin.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's living with Paul Gauguin,
Which is a famous artist as well.
Yeah. Yeah. And they're living in this apartment, and I believe it was Paris, but it was definitely France, right? And so Vincent Van Gogh falls in love with this prostitute. Right?
Of course he does,
Falls
dude.
in love with this prostitute.
Just like every other tortured soul I know.
and is talking to Paul Gauguin about how much he loves his prostitute. So to be a dick, Paul Gauguin goes and pays the prostitute to do what she does and tells Van Gogh about it. And that's when he cuts his ear off and sends it to her.
That is petty.
They live together for 63 days. Yeah.
You love a prostitute? Let me show you.
Yeah.
Don't be a simp.
I mean, it puts things in perspective, right? Like quickly and easily.
Yeah, dude. And then to show your anger, you cut
your own ear off,
dude. Those motherfuckers were cut from a different cloth. Oh, I'll show you. I'll cut my fucking ear off, dude.
He was doing weird
to
shit.
tradition. You know what I'm saying?
Eating his paint. There's a what's the proper pronunciation? Is it biopic or biopic?
Ooh, I would say
I think it's biopic.
Biopic.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Go on.
Andy Serkis, Gollum, right? The actor Andy Serkis who played Gollum plays Van Gogh, and it's like really dark, and he's like eating his paint and doing all kinds of crazy shit.
Like
Van
that good
Gogh
psychosis,
ate a lot of his paint, specifically the yellow paint. It has cadmium in it.
What's cadmium?
Cadmium is a heavy metal. It's a toxic heavy metal.
Do you know why he would eat yellow paint more
I don't
often
know
than?
specifically why.
It's the color for happiness. It's
It is.
maybe it was
He like instinctually knew it and was just like, I love yellow paint.
Well, he's like, I have a serotonin imbalance or something, and
I need more yellow.
I need more heavy metal.
Put some yellow on it. You know what I'm saying?
Paul Gauguin walks into his apartment and there's a naked Vincent Van Gogh just mouthfuls in the yellow paint, dude.
He's like, I'm gonna go fuck your girlfriend. Oh my god.
Yeah, dude, it's like a crazy thing, man. Like people used to do like the weirdest of things back in the day. Like, can't we just enjoy our newfound level of culture?
I don't know. I like the old times.
Me too.
I like the idea that you're sick because you have too much blood. Let some of the blood out.
Bloodletting? Oh.
Yeah. You know, that's what killed George Washington?
Yep. They were just like, yeah, let's get this out of you, bub.
My other favorite story is President Garfield was assassinated, right?
Yeah.
He was shot, I can't remember the guy's name off the top of my head. It's like a French sounding name. And so President Garfield didn't die right away. He was laid up in bed, and they couldn't find the bullets.
Lead poisoning?
Well, they had recently invented the metal detector. So they're using this new invention to try to save the president, right? While he's laying on a metal spring bed. And they stick him and poke him and prod him and try to find these bullets that they're quote-unquote finding, the bed springs.
Yes.
And he dies of infection, right? From all the pokes.
Yes.
Also interesting, so the guy that killed him was the first person to ever claim, like, not guilty by reason of insanity. It was, like, the first person to ever try that defense.
Is that the whatever grand jury that changed the case law on it?
I'm not sure. I know. So he ends up getting sentenced to death. Right? They're like, no, there's no such thing. Like, he can't be, whatever. So a guard kills him in prison. Like, a guard kills him, and the guard claims not guilty by reason of insanity and is found not guilty.
Oh,
what a G!
That's awesome.
That's capitalism. Dude.
That's good stuff.
Using someone else's bright idea.
Yeah. He's like, let me try that shit from earlier.
What's more valuable than saving your own life, dude?
Gold.
I told MJ about this. Do you know what scaphism is?
I don't believe so.
So, scaphism, the ancient Persian torture method.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Okay, this shit is good, dude. And the Persians are like precursors to like, they came after like the Assyrians and the Sumerians, and the Assyrians especially were known for like being incredibly bloodletting and cruel, dude. Yep. Like they're just very cruel people. Like, so. Of all the horrible ways you've died in ancient times, this is one of the worst. Learn about the torture method that killed victims with milk and honey.
No.
Okay, so here we go. Okay. In order for the method to work, it had to take place in a swamp or somewhere where the boats could lie exposed to the sun. The victim would be tied inside the space between the boats in a way that left their head, hands, and feet outside. Then the person in charge of the process would feed the victim a mixture of milk and honey, forcing them to swallow it against their will. So the mixture dripped everywhere, covering their eyes, face, and neck. The same mixture was then spread all over the exposed body parts, and the idea was that it would attract every insect, vermin, and wild animal in the area. Very soon afterwards, flies and rats, for instance, would show up and start attacking the victim, eating the mixture of milk and honey, but also eating the person alive along in the process. Now, if the bugs eating them alive weren't enough, there was also the severe diarrhea that left them feeling weak and dehydrated. This horrifying symptom was the intended consequence of the enforced milk and honey diet. The more they were fed this mixture, the more they shit themselves, dude. This point precisely was the cruelest yet most effective aspect of scaphism. The victims couldn't die from diarrhea-induced dehydration because they were fed milk and honey every day. As a result, the victims could survive for days and even weeks in a small hell of bugs, feces, milk, and honey.
That's good stuff.
Just dying slowly, shitting yourself.
I assume that's something
slowly,
like
sweetly.
living in Detroit.
What do you mean?
I don't know. It just seems it seems a similar thing.
Yeah. So listen, this is a medical marvel, bro.
All right,
we have a neighborhood cat. Okay, there was this neighborhood cat, and last end of summer, this cat was on my porch, and my girlfriend loves cats. Mm-hmm. I don't. Mm-hmm. When I tell you, it had a hole in the side of and its back and its tailbone like this. So like there's like his back and a tail. Between the back and the tail is just a large gaping hole. Yep. And I could see its insides, and it had worms crawling out of it. And she starts crying and she starts petting. We need to take him to the vet. I was like, no, you need to put a bullet in that fucking thing.
Him out back.
You need to kill that thing because it's in pain, dude. Mm-hmm. It's not crying for food. It's crying for mercy. That motherfucker's still running out right now, bro, and the hole's healed. The hole is healed, bro. There's no hole. There's a slight dent. There's like a slight indent, right? Like
it's fur.
The fur grew
back.
Yeah, I mean it's like a little. It's like balding, you know. I mean, like we're bald.
I mean it's mangy and
yeah, you know. What I mean, you could tell like there was like some ruffling of the feathers.
Yeah,
but dude, the hole grew back. Yeah, bro. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? If that's not a sign of evolution and good genes, I don't know what was.
You know what I'm saying? Against all odds. And that's it. It's not about being the strong. It's just about being able to survive.
The luckiest,
right?
dude.
Yeah. Literally.
How about tell them about your doppelganger cat?
That's the doppelganger
It's
cat.
the doppelganger cat?
That's the doppelganger
The
cat.
undead.
So the
fucking
undead
Yeah, the
doppelganger.
Pet Cemetery cat, dude.
looks exactly the same as his cat that you saw earlier.
Yeah.
Identical. As I left,
Same-
we filmed
same
our
build.
first.
Same build.
It's the
How's it-
same cat,
That's a
Same
stocky cat over there.
That motherfucker's eating, dude.
I left recording our first podcast, and he shuts the garage door, and I see the cat outside, and I call Cam. I said, Cam,
Yo,
the cat's
your cat's
outside.
outside.
He's like, no, it's not. It's the doppelganger cat. It's like, what the
Yeah, dude. And you could tell they were different because of the large hole in the back of it. You know what I mean? Like, if you took a close enough look, you'd see flies flying out of its fucking crevice.
That's insane, though. Like, with
Yeah.
no medical attention, obviously.
None.
I mean,
It's a stray cat, bro.
Yeah.
Like, literally, it's probably on my porch right now, dude.
and that's what I'm saying. You can't sew that up or anything. You know what I mean? Like,
The vet would have put it down.
that's what I'm saying. No one would have helped it.
Yeah,
It
dude.
helped itself.
They really be like, listen, I went to 2 years of veterinary school. I don't know what I'm doing, dude. Just kill it.
You know what I'm saying?
I have a made-up degree, dude. Please just put it down.
It's the only thing I know how to do is euthanize animals.
Don't make me commit a science experiment.
I make most of my money sewing up criminals at night.
Yeah, that's...
I pull bullets out of gang members. This cat thing's a front.
Stupidest. I wonder what the stupidest college degree is. Like, I wonder.
Gender studies.
Oh, that's a good one.
You're gonna say gender studies?
Yeah.
Who's gonna say it? You
I
did?
said gender studies.
Dude, so listen, did you go to the LGBTQ training?
No, I told you this like three times.
Bro, I can't.
I don't do
I
this stuff.
have such a level of hate for this woman, dude. Her first words out of her mouth were, "I'm a professor at University of Toledo for gender studies," and I was like, "Shut the fuck up! Shut up!" You know?
Yeah.
And so like we were actually like being like very like professional, nice to this lady.
You didn't say any of that?
No, we like held, bro. It's like 8 white dudes and a white chick. And she goes up to this board and she's like, is there anything that you know in your past like people used to say about gay people? And I'm like, no. And she's like, what about your parents? And I'm like, no. And she's like, there's nothing that anyone has said negative about gay people. And I'm like, kids. It's fucking terrible, dude. Kids are fucking super mean, dude. She's like, okay, kids. And she's like trying to like get these like stereotypes out of us, and like no one's like giving her lead now, right? We're just like okay, all right.
They're all pedophiles.
So listen, dude. She's like, how about this stereotype that gay men are pedophiles usually? And I was like, well, I never heard that stereotype. That's not, you know.
The only people I hear say that are people like you.
Yeah. And so then, she's in a room full of white dudes. She just goes, well, I'd like to have you know, most cisgender white straight men are pedophiles. And I was just like, cool.
Listen, that only happened one time, and it was an accident.
Listen, I was 8 years old. It was my cousin. we were playing hide the hot dog, dude. Yeah, no, dude, but like seriously, like I never raped my cousin, dude. My cousin,
for the record,
my cousin were older than me in men, so who really got raped? You know what I'm saying? But no, dude, it was just grueling, like 4 hours, dude.
Yeah.
And then like she made us like go through like these definitions. Like it was like like Scrabble, like the word Scrabble for gender studies. It was like
definitions
of keywords like
keywords
Z,
like slurs.
Zer, or cisgender, or they, them, or how people identify. And I'm just sitting there, and I'm like, my mind's just like, I'm just like going 1,000 miles a minute. And I'm just like, what kind of fucking buffoonery is this? Like, I have no problem calling someone like they and them, or like, I don't care if you want to cut your dick off. I don't care if you want a pussy. You know, I don't give a fuck. I don't. But like, to make me memorize, for me to get unpaid and have to memorize this bullshit is why I dropped out of high school. That's the exact reason. Because I'm never going to use it, you know? It's not practical. She was like trying to tell us, like, you know, oh, this is a real niche part of the population, and you guys need to, you know, have this under control. And I'm just like, yeah, niche, you know. You know, it was a whole thing, man. I'm grateful for it. I can't stand. I don't like uppity people. If she was less uppity, I could stomach it. It was the air of superiority that I didn't like.
Listen, be careful with uppity. For saying uppity.
Uppity's a thing now.
Is
Uppity's
it really?
a thing.
Uppity a...
Supposedly, it was like excitable slaves. Were called uppity.
Yep. It was.
I think of fucking white people when I think of uppity.
know, right?
I think of like I feel like a guy in like a fucking pink polo, and like
I know,
you know, Birkenstocks.
What's that, like hoity-toity or something?
Yeah, it's someone with their pinky up. You know, I can't say anything nowadays. Dude, what the fuck?
Cancel culture.
Yeah, dude, fucking uppity, and now I'm fucking a racist.
That's what I said. I said you might.
You didn't. Someone's gonna say it, dude.
Someone's gonna say it.
Someone's gonna say it. Someone's gonna be like, he said uppity.
He said uppity. He knows what that means.
Did you guys ever see people say that like this was white power? It's a white power thing.
No. White power.
Remember that game we used to play?
Yeah.
That game where, like, you know, you look down and you stare at my nuts, I get to punch you or whatever. Okay, that stupid game that we've all played since fucking kids. People are saying, or had said, it's a white power
like a
symbol.
White supremacy thing?
Yeah.
Like, what is...
It's been co-opted to a point. A lot of groups started doing it to, like, be provocative, like a lot of like the Proud Boys or like whatever these weird like white nationalist groups where like they think it's white power, we'll just do it now, and like and they're like Pepe the Frog.
Yeah, just...
How'd you take my Pepe?
Dude,
I loved
Pepe was a meme lord, dude.
I loved Pepe.
He was innocent. He was sweet and innocent in all regards.
You guys fucked up 4chan for me too.
Yeah, dude, they really fucked 4chan.
Who is 4chan?
No, like, dude, they really did. They fucked 4chan. They fucked Pepe the Frog.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
They did some damage, you know.
I guess what I'm trying to say is that's when I figured out white supremacists were bad. It was as soon as they fucked up my meme frog that I figured
like, my cartoon frogman, you know what I mean? I couldn't use my cartoon frogman.
Alright, I guess Nazism's pretty terrible. It wasn't the Holocaust that did it for me. It wasn't fucking other terrible things the Nazis did.
I hear conflicting reports about the whole thing anyway.
Jesus Christ!
You know, like the whole government of Iran. You know?
Oh, yeah.
They don't believe in the Holocaust? You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's a real thing. Is like I can't believe there's Holocaust deniers.
No.
Yeah.
I literally and it's the gas station people who are Holocaust deniers, right?
Exactly.
It's the same type of people who are the gas station attendants that are Holocaust deniers, right? They're like,
I don't know about that shit.
Yeah. They're like, I don't know about it. Something's weird. You know?
The numbers don't add up.
Yeah. Like they were counting the bodies, dude. They didn't give a fuck about that, dude. Yeah, dude, it was strange. You guys ever watch the documentary about on Netflix about the old guard at Auschwitz who gets like charged like 40 years later?
The guy in Cleveland.
Guy in Cleveland.
The Devil Next Door.
The Devil Next Door. Yeah, that was really good, man. And I wasn't all the way convinced whether it was him or not. Mm-hmm. I was like a 50-50 either way. Yeah. But it was like...
He got convicted for war crimes...
Like 40 years later.
In Germany. Yeah, in America.
He was the guard. At
Auschwitz.
He was a guard at Auschwitz that used to take people to the gas chambers. He would hurl people into the gas chambers and keep going. And, the people who survived him like, no, like, I remember this cocksucker. Like, he killed my mom, you know? Like, I remember that face. He was cruel. And so 40 years later, they found him in Cleveland. And they took him. They extradited him to Israel, where he stood trial. Yep.
Really?
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he had a whole family. He was an established business owner in Cleveland.
Yeah. Do we know, like, when he came over? Like, or how he came over?
So, John Demjanjuk, Demjanjuk. He is a Ukrainian-born auto worker who was accused of being a Nazi camp guard during World War II.
Is he Ukrainian-born?
He goes by his German Nazi prison camp name was Ivan the Terrible. That's what his name was considered in.
But
Auschwitz.
so is he actually a Ukrainian man, or is that like his front in America?
So that's where like this weird like overlay of information goes. Is like the Nazis weren't really keen on keeping information, and neither was like the Eastern European countries. So like there's a lot of like, who knows?
Yeah.
You know, like is it not? Did he fake the IDs?
Yeah.
You know, like no one really knows. I don't think.
But they investigated it thoroughly for Netflix.
Netflix
picked up.
Yeah. So he was extradited from the 20th of February 1998. A judge in the district court for the Northern District of Ohio vacated this dude's denaturalization, meaning that they could strip him of his citizenship, and he ends up getting extradited to Germany.
Germany, not Israel?
He ends up in Israel.
Oh, okay, that's where he stood trial at?
Yeah. He had a trial in Germany in 2009. They charged him with 27,000 counts of accessory to murder.
Really? Gosh. Charged and convicted him?
So, here we go. This is some good shit. He maintained his innocence, claiming that it was a case of mistaken identity. In 1993, the verdict was overturned by the Israeli Supreme Court based on new evidence that cast reasonable doubt over his identity as Ivan the Terrible. Although the judges agreed that there was sufficient evidence to show that Demjanjuk had served as Sobibor, Israel declined to prosecute. In September 1993, Demjanjuk was allowed to return to Ohio. In 1999, prosecutors again, I believe, tried him. But what the thing about the case is, it was all based on eyewitness accounts,
and that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
it was.
I get like the
seriousness behind it, you know,
and the outstanding amount of witnesses that they would have.
Yeah, it makes me think too, like in our line of work, it's like people don't accidentally end up in detox. Like, you're not. People are like, I'm not supposed to be here.
Yeah.
It's like, how do you accidentally get extradited to do different countries for like? There's
for 27,000 war crimes.
Yeah. and I really enjoyed the documentary because it showed the footage of the Holocaust survivors like in court confronting him about it.
And this is mid 90s, early
and they were like shaking, bro. They were like tears in their eyes, like, how could you do this to us? You know what I mean? And it was pretty good. But that's just another thing that like I think is, dude, there's fucking German speaking South American villages.
That shit's crazy.
Yeah.
There's complete white babies in the middle of South America just speaking German. Yeah. That shit is mind blowing, dude. So like, it's not too far fetched that he fucking made it to America.
Yes.
He was.
I mean, a lot of people did. I mean, like
we took all the good scientists and gave them a pass. Yep. So we can have their knowledge
for NASA.
When I tell people that, they think I'm a conspiracy theorist.
And
no,
you made fun of me last night. You were like, Project Paperclip,
Operation Paperclip.
Yeah, Operation Paperclip. Yeah.
But yes, I mean, I 100% agree. This is facts.
Our space program was headed by Nazis,
literally, and that's and I don't agree with what they did. I see why they did it. I see why we let it happen, but it doesn't make it too far-fetched for a lot of other people to come over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I see why they brought over scientists, even though they are Nazi scientists who, you know...
Listen, dude, the Bush family owned steel company that helped produce the Panzers. I'm not kidding.
I know you're not.
I'm not kidding. Dude, they really did. They really did. So it's like people don't understand about American culture, bro. This is what they really don't understand. We care now because we found out what was happening, right? Mm-hmm. We made a lot of money off the Germans in World War II. Mm-hmm. And we made a lot of money off the British and France in World War II.
And washed our hands of it. Like,
yeah.
It was a profitable time for us. I mean, we bounced back because of it, you know.
We did not want to go to war again after World War I because we didn't want to go to war with World War I in the first place, right? So by the time World War II rolls around, we're just like, what?
No, fuck all you guys. Yeah, this is not my beef.
So in the offshot of when Japan actually bombed us, we finally decided to go to war, but we made a lot of money off the war before then. Before that was the point, and so people like their view on this is just like, oh, you know, Nazis are terrible. It's like, dude, a lot of our politicians used to get paid by them.
Nazis are terrible. They've got a lot of gold over there.
Yeah,
we should go over there and.
How about Hitler fucking undigging the Babylonian seat of Satan?
I don't know what you're saying.
Yeah, what?
Okay.
Is
Give
it
me some more
conspiracy?
information.
It is not a conspiracy, bro. So Hitler and his trips to, and I'm not sure if it's the seat of Satan. Like, I'm not sure if they actually found the seat of Satan. But Hitler, North Africa, seat of Satan.
And you're not talking about Indiana Jones?
No. This is
Adolf Hitler.
It seems like it's Adolf Hitler. The seat
I think he was scared of snakes too, though.
Yeah.
Hitler in World War II.
Indiana. We named the dog Indiana. No?
No.
No Sean Connery?
No.
Okay. Fine.
All right.
So
let's hold that.
This is some like from like some Christian publication. So like don't like, but like this, he really did go dig up.
Right, it's from what publication?
It's fucking
some sources.
Whatever, fucking
Associated
grandmarjorie.us. God, dude, but hold on, dude.
All right. You looking for a good BuzzFeed article on it?
I'll never find it.
Top 10 places Hitler dug up in North Africa. You'll never believe.
Oh man, dude, like these are so bad. As I'm scrolling down, it's like Obama returns to the seat of Satan. It's like nothing to do with like Hitler. It's about Obama, dude. What a fucking shit show. What a shit show Bing searches are, dude.
Anyway, where's Obama's birth certificate?
Yo, we were just talking about that. Like that got kind of lost in the whole
that was
swamp
all
of things, right?
That was all when,
like that was a thing that people were genuinely concerned about for Obama's birth certificate.
Who gives a fuck?
And that's what I'm saying. But we just gave up on that.
And it was back when Trump was a Democrat.
What a flip flopper, dude!
What a dirty Cheeto orange dumb hair piece having ass.
You know.
Gosh. Anyway, I don't like the new guy either, for the record. Yeah. I don't like anybody.
I think everybody is terrible. I think
everyone's like varying levels of suck.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think people are inherently bad, not in the traditional sense, just in like they're just the worst, right? Like generally humans are negative creatures.
There's a base interest in one's own survival, like that you can't suppress.
No, and that's it. Like
any
it's hunger.
Any amount of altruism,
and it's hunger drives everything, right?
Yeah.
Like not hunger in the traditional nourishment sense, but hunger for self,
right?
Like it drives everything. So that's gonna be at the root of everything a person does, and that kind of makes them terrible.
If you ask Laura Ingraham, the Fox News talking head, one of the blonde ladies, she's talking about unemployment and that people shouldn't be getting so much unemployment. Hunger drives this and hunger drives that. She was like, hunger financially. Hunger for food too, but like people should be hungry.
Yeah.
They'll figure shit out if they're hungry.
I wish those fucking talking heads had like one shred of dignity, just like one humble bone in their body. Like I wish people in politics could just keep it funky for one fucking second. Like Bill, just tell me you got a blowjob. You know,
dude.
Bill, just come clean, dude.
I put that Cuban in her.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, yo, just tell me you don't like ethnic people, Laura Ingraham. You know what I mean?
Just say it. For the one time.
Yeah, just come clean about it. Don't
listen. We've
don't
talked
bullshit.
about it before. Rest in peace. The true, honest politician,
Gary.
Rob Ford.
Oh, Rob Ford.
Rest in peace to his crack smoking 400-pound ass.
What a fucking Too bad that fucking Tweedledee and Tweedledum was born in fucking Canada, because we would have. I had open arms for a guy like Rob Ford, dude. Mm-hmm. I would have voted for. I never voted in my life, and I would vote for Rob Ford. You know, you smoke crack and you admit it on public television.
Yep. How about
come here, buddy?
Yeah,
you're a guy I can get behind. You stand for something I believe in.
You know what I'm saying? I respect the lack of shame, like the willingness to put yourself out there like that.
Yeah, man.
That seems like he seems like an alright kind of guy.
And that's literally what these people in like. And I get why they do it, right? They're in these high corporate structures. They're in politics. They have to look clean. But if like, do you guys remember when Average Joe was running for president? There's like a guy like. He like his name was Joe, and he was like branded like Joe. The Average Joe, and he was like running for president.
I don't.
He got
it sounded I don't know.
He got so much momentum because he was just down to earth,
regular
and a regular kind of guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like some guy was like, I don't even know if he could do it, but I want to see it.
You know what I mean?
He's just like me.
Let's try it.
Do you guys? I know you don't remember, and I don't remember because it was in 1971. But Jerry Springer was a Cincinnati City Council member.
What?
Yeah.
Only in Ohio.
Yeah.
Literally.
And he resigned after he paid a prostitute with a personal check. And wrote,
check bounced?
No, he wrote, like, paying for sex in the memo line of the check.
That was his first prostitute and his last. Like, he never tried to have sex with a prostitute again. He was so disheveled after that first attempt, dude.
It was uncovered when a police raid on a Fort Wright, Kentucky massage parlor found a bad check from Springer that the parlor had pinned to an office wall with, quote, for services rendered, end quote, written in the memo.
We were talking about that. We were talking about, and another podcast, we were talking about Eddie Murphy and his ascension to child movies, children movies.
Yeah.
Just beat up a hooker and smoked some crack and got caught and was like, Big Daddy, here we come.
He was like, Haunted Mansion.
And that was his ticket in.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. He got paid for it. He was in, dude. Mm-hmm. And like, that's the thing, dude, is like, I say this often about myself. At least I know I'm a piece of shit. Yeah. Like, don't fake the funk, dude. Don't act like you're something you're not. You know.
It's more fun just to live in, right? It's more fun because it doesn't really matter either way. So you can do what you want. Just live in your like little cesspool of terribleness.
You know who's a real big piece of shit? Rush Limbaugh, dude.
Talk about someone who I was waiting for. When I was so psyched when I heard he was terminally ill. I swear to God, I'm a piece of shit for that. Here I am, not masquerading as somebody who's like, I don't wish death upon anybody. I heard he was sick and was like, fuck yeah, that's all the karma.
I don't think people should pretend to like people they didn't like while they were alive just because they're dead or dying.
Yeah.
Like, that's not something we are...
You should hate them equally.
Like, because it's fake then. You know what I mean? And it doesn't matter if it's not genuine.
Same thing if you like someone more when they died. Like all those, oh my God, when these white kids that are like 18, 19 post about Mac Miller, I just want to strangle
You know what's worse than him? You know who's a terrible musician?
Who?
Juice WRLD.
Juice WRLD sucks.
It's bad.
Juice WRLD sucks.
It's bad. It only sounds good if you're on fake Xanax.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's that?
Little Peep, you know? Like, come on, dude. Switchblades, cocaine. His, do you know, I think his parents are professors at Harvard. I'm gonna Google
I don't think that's
okay.
I don't think that's true.
I just have a deep resentment for him because he used to date Bella Thorne.
That is my main issue.
That's
also,
my
Mod Son.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, fuck that guy.
Okay.
He dated her after Lil
His
Peep.
parents are both Harvard graduates.
Graduates. Okay.
Graduates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sorry, I had to fact check myself. Listen, he didn't come from a tortured life. Dude.
No, definitely.
His parents probably got divorced or something.
Yeah.
Dad cheated on his mom something. I don't know, something.
I watched the documentary about him.
Yeah.
It's on
did
Netflix.
you?
It's like, it's sad. It's just sad.
About how he was like just had the house where all the homeless kids were staying in.
Yeah.
The homeless rappers.
Yeah, and
I didn't
it's
watch
like
it, yeah.
Didn't he like get his face tattoos for like the very reason of
Yeah.
being a rapper?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like it was just his sweet mother. It was just like this normal lady who is this like the trope of the sweet mom to a drug addict. Like he's this idea that I don't know. It's a little early to be telling that tortured artist story that we were telling, right?
Yes,
like
yeah.
earlier about Edgar Allan Poe. Like kid was just a pillhead and he overdosed and it sucks and it not just like it's sad. It's a sad story,
But it's played out, bro.
It doesn't make his shitty music good.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like, just because you do drugs, it does not make. And that's like the weird part about like the culture, like that, like I grew up in too. Is that like and like when I grew up and listened to rap, it was like Tupac, Biggie, right, and also like 50 Cent, right? Yeah, I'm trying to think of like rap, Eminem, right? Some Atlanta rappers, Outkast, right? Those are like people that like I wasn't grown up yet. But I was having a developing ear from you. They weren't talking about doing drugs. They were talking about selling drugs.
And it's that transition between like what was gangster rap and what is now literally like drug addict rap, right? That's literally what the transition has been from. And I think it's something to be said about like the I don't know the drug lifestyle as a whole. You know, a transition for these people were around a copious amount of different drugs, right? At first it was the art form was centered around this lifestyle of selling them, and the transition is crazy because it's the respect changed, right? It was like the respect for like Biggie for like the crack commandments, right?
Yeah.
Like the
10 crack commandments.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
like it's that like don't get high off your own supply, right? Like so that there was some respect earned from that, right? Like whatever.
Crack is whack.
Yeah, I'm a drug dealer and I don't smoke crack. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I make a bunch of money off drugs, but I don't do drugs. And the respect
I sip cognac.
has changed to like, bro, I did 40 Xanax bars today. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and that's what they're achieving respect for is like.
How about more like I haven't listened. I literally, I'm not making this up. I haven't listened to rap music in 6 months.
Really?
Like like the
Like
last.
have not any because I haven't listened to rap music in like 4 years. Like actively, you know.
Like
Yeah.
stayed up with it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I have not consumed or like stayed up in hip hop for the past 6 months, dude, and it's been a very peaceful life.
Honestly, I didn't know Pop Smoke died until like months
What?
later. No, hear me out. So I'm like,
know
y'all
either.
ever heard of this dude Pop Smoke? And they're like,
They're like, yeah, he's dead.
he's dead now. And I'm like, damn.
I didn't even know, dude. I knew that one song that wouldn't get off the radio.
So it was before that, right? So like I heard a song on SoundCloud from him like way before he died, right? And I was like, whatever happened to that like Pop Smoke guy? You know, like y'all know that Pop? And they're like, yeah, he like blew up and he's dead now and he's blowing up even more. I'm like,
I
huh?
didn't know he was dead.
All right.
I think about this one song that I listened to on the radio. you know, and it was like an off chance where like my phone was dead or some stupid shit, so I just turned on the radio, and it was like Sandy bars, suicide doors when I ride,
Yeah.
and I was just like, what the fuck?
What is this? Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck is this, dude? And I also feel like, I mean, like, who's consuming that music? That's the real
you know what I'm
question.
saying?
You know, like, who's really, like, consuming that message? Like, it's not me. You know, it's not, like, people in my age range, or maybe it is. But
And
like,
that's the thing, it is, too. I don't know, because I see it in, like, I mean, because the people I guess I closely associate with, or the people I'm around, listen to the same, whatever weird music I'm into at the time, right? We're listening to something stupid. But I'm seeing everybody else consuming this same media. Like, everybody else is consuming this, whatever it is, like whatever the new singing rapper, new Xanax rapper is, or
It's so bad.
the new guy who put something in a box or something. You know what I mean? Like, but that's it. And like they're all listening to this, and everybody. And I see it like at work or whatever. They're all getting down
dude,
to
that's
this
the
same
craziest
thing.
shit at work.
And they're like 45 years old, like I just put the whatever in the box.
Yeah.
I just put a stick in the box.
Which is crazy because,
who's the dude
like,
with
sounds like the mumblings of a toddler.
Who's the dude that always sounds like he needs to spit? You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
All of them?
Oh, no, it's one specifically, bro.
Little Baby?
It might be Little Baby.
Yeah.
It's just like, bro, just clear it out.
Little Baby's a little fat guy.
Yeah.
Yes, like he's holding it all in his bottom lip right there. He's holding just like a bunch of...
It blows my mind at work because I'll sit there like and have that same experience as you, and I'll be like, "You are all a bunch of drug addicts.
like
Like you're not a drug dealer. You're not from the streets.
Yeah.
You live at your mom's house.
The other side of that is the sober rappers.
Even worse.
Even worse.
Even fucking worse.
You can't win with us. You
No.
can't be doing drugs. You can't be not doing
I'm
drugs.
telling you. I told some guy ironically to play NF today, and he's like, "All right, yeah, for sure."
If I run another fucking music therapy group and I gotta sit through Macklemore or NF or MGK, or I'll fucking kill myself.
Honestly,
dude.
and that's the worst thing. Like that, who's that helping? Right? Like, what's that doing for anybody?
Yeah, MGK wrote an addiction song and just sniffed a fat line afterwards.
Literally, like,
you
what?
know what I mean?
All right, hear me out. MGK is doing a lot of flip flopping.
Yeah.
like, and I'm really
He's got to
upset.
get with the times, though.
No, I'm so upset about
I don't fuck with the kid.
it. So, my thing is like his whole transition.
From male to female.
Yeah. But like this transition to like pop punk, is it a pop punk song or a rap song that he's talking about?
He's trying to be Haley Williams, I think.
No. So Paramore, first off, Paramore never broke up. She's still doing her thing. But
Fact check that. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
fact check it. But like, so who's he trying to get in with now? Because like, who's he getting this notoriety from?
So what happened?
But a lot of people are buying into it, and I just don't know why. Like, what?
I think this was a conscious, concerted effort on his part during the pandemic of like, I have to change how I produce my music and my audience because I can't go do shows and make a buttload off of shows.
Yeah, so I need to get on Zoom with Travis Barker right now.
And that's all it was too. And it's like the worst way. Okay, because I know a lot of like DIY punk bands that are surviving the pandemic the same way, right? Who are like doing the same thing, but these people are working really hard to like grow their platform, and they're like pushing out this merch and the streams and whatnot. And MGK did it the worst way, right? He was a rapper, already a famous person, got literally the most famous pop punk person he could find, right? And was like, "Yo, hit the drums real quick," and then like made pop punk music, and it goes like so against what like punk rock music would be.
It's not a very punk rock thing to do.
Literally, it's like, I'm famous, you're super famous, let's make
money.
Chill lo-fi pop punk beats, you know what I'm saying? And it's the worst way to go about it, but my idea is like people are eating it up. Like people's new favorite artists is MGK. People's new favorite genre of music is pop punk music because of it. And the issue with it is that he is the beginning and the end of the genre for them.
It's the latest iteration of nostalgia porn.
And that's what and that's what it is.
Yeah, it's because the pop punk kids
When
are
can we have
35.
Yeah. When can we have another grunge wave? You know? I know, but I'm saying that like the way MGK is publicizing that pop punk culture. When can we get like politicized like alternative music and like
the good shit?
The good shit again.
Like what?
I don't know, man. Like this is like so sad. I'm gonna say this, dude.
Yeah, go on.
I'm gonna say it, dude. I love driving on my way home or my way into work and listening to the Lumineers. I like listening to some folky shit on the way home. I like Hozier. I like
So that's already coming back, right? Like
it is.
It is.
But I don't. What I'm trying to say is, I guess, I'm saying this. Like, I think the reason why we don't like what MGK is doing is because it's not real.
And that's it. Yeah. I don't think Hozier's real either. But go on.
But it's why I like.
He's handsome and Irish.
It's why I like Lane State. Lane. It's why I like fucking Kurt. Right? There's a sense of like realness. Whether you think Nirvana's music is good or not.
It's objectively good.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's fucking good, and its music makes. I know MGK does not feel that way.
No,
and that's the thing. And okay, so yes, what I was going to say is, I've had this argument with a lot of people, and what everybody's first argument in the conversation is.
He's growing as an artist.
No, he's finally making the music that he always wanted to make. And I'm like, bullshit. He wanted to be a rapper.
Famous.
He wanted to be a rapper. And he needed to switch it up. And now he's got this whole fake pop punk thing. But this is not the music he always wanted to make.
I also think that his older fans that were around for when what's that one song he did with Chief Keef?
With Chief Keef,
bitch, Steve-O.
Yeah.
That's Wild Boy with Waka Flocka.
Something.
That is Wild Boy with Waka Flocka playing.
Yeah. I think Chief Keef did a remix with him or something. Anyways,
I don't know. Steve-O was in the music video. That was cool.
So I think his audience is maturing. And he has to find a new fucking a new scope to be a Voltron.
So, and yes, he has, because it's a whole. I don't know, because it's kind of the same demographic.
Think about what we were talking about last night, dude. You love E-Thoughts.
I do, and they
love E-Thoughts. What's MGK, bro? He is a man version of an E-Thought,
and they love him too, and they're eating it up right now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
girls,
a thing.
Listen, the girls that love MGK. We all know the girls that just love MGK.
Dude,
it's a large. I mean, there's a lot of them right now.
He smells bad.
I don't know.
Listen, the EGOS of today are just preppy white girls with multicolored hair. And the only reason they're EGOS is because the preppy white girls called them ugly. Like they are the same preppy white girls that I used to fuck in high school. Mm-hmm. The only difference is they're 10 years older.
They cut their bangs during quarantine.
Yeah, and they're upset. That's it. The only difference. Dude.
Everybody's upset.
Yeah,
everybody's upset.
Yeah, dude. We can make a sad song about feeling bad, and everyone would buy into it, dude. Everyone's not living great, dude. We're in a panorama, dude. I'm having a panty attack, Fucking, I don't know, dude. I can't.
Panty attack.
I can't stand MGK, bro. I fervently hate that cocksucker, dude.
Now we've established that we all think
he sucks. And we think all people suck.
And then anybody that ties a bandana around their neck like a train conductor deserves to be punched in the throat.
Yo, dude, one of the lowest points of my recovery housing experience, I wore a bandana.
Like on your head?
Yeah.
The band or over your full scalp?
I wore it over my scalp to push my hair back.
Biker style.
Yeah.
And
it was for good reason, but I look back at pictures, I'm like, I'm such a fucking idiot.
Yeah. You're I'm saving up for the Harley.
My low point was putting subwoofers in my piece of shit car.
Oh, are they still in there?
Yeah, they don't work. They hold down the back end though and turns.
Nice.
You guys know Matt Good?
Yeah.
So he had like, I don't know, he's been sober for a while at this point. I walk into a meeting and his beard's completely dyed, and so was his hair.
And his eyebrows. Yep.
And I looked at him and I said,
Yeah.
"You're having an existential crisis, aren't you?" And he says, "No. I said, "You woke up and you felt old and you were scared because you're in recovery and you decided to dye your hair."
All of it.
And he said, "You're right." And I said, "I know. I've been there.
I remember that too.
I've been there, dude.
Vividly. Yeah. I was
Speaking
there.
of.
Yeah. Oh no, I remember Matt. And then
No, I'm speaking of your hair, dude.
so generally, usually I just cut it off, and so I don't generally dye it. It's just usually longer, and then I just get in with the clippers and just zoom my head off. And
you have a well-shaped animatronic.
You have a good head.
Yeah, you have a good head. You have a good skull.
I hear you have great head.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's been the word on the streets. You got really great skull.
Streets is talking.
The birds be chirping, bro. And
Yeah, the streets said you could catch a stray, dude.
streets say you be out here catching strays, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, listen. There was a time we were both in housing together, right? And I was thinking about this in the car on the way over here. I was like, "Oh, cool, Gavin's coming." You're like, you know, the way that, I don't know, anybody that's ever been in treatment housing, the person that's been there 30 more days than you and, like, drives their car and, like, has a job.
Isn't
like,
nice.
He's got it all together. He's a real cool guy. And you're, like, all, like, cool skater punk, and I'm like, I can never pull that off. Like, this guy's so fucking
I'm
cool.
like 22 days. Working for goddamn Uber Eats. Exactly. Got big plans to move into the Whitney Manor.
Yeah, dude, that is like a good moment in my life, gentlemen.
Housing was great.
That was like such a good moment in my life of
Vacation.
like, yeah, dude, the vacation, the freedom, and also that like living in I lived at Whitney Manor too. It was just like no responsibilities,
Like jack shit, dog.
jack shit, dude.
Honestly, it was literally one of the best summers of my
I had
life.
a great fucking time.
Like I had, like we literally just killed it.
I was getting so much money from the government.
Yes, yeah, I didn't.
Tyler Jones was just talking about this. We were talking in the car about like he was like it was the best time to be in rehab ever in the history of the world.
I know, dude. I pulled like Tyler had like nothing when he got sober, and I pulled up to a meeting one day, and he's got like a fresh pair of Vans on, and he's got like a truck, and I'm like, "You working?" He's like, "Unemployment, PUA," and I'm like, "Damn, dude." There was a moment.
I never caught one of them.
There was a moment at work I was like trying to get fired, like during the pandemic. I was just like, fucking do it. Just do it.
I heard
just
you
do
won't.
it.
I heard you won't.
I'm like, dude, half of your staff has already fucking left, dude. They already called in sick, dude.
Yeah.
They already faked having COVID. Fire me. Yeah. You fire me. You know what I mean? I was on that edge, and then like someone told me, we're not gonna give you unemployment. I was like, all right, you know, all right, I'm gonna go back to work. Yeah, dude, it was a good time, man. It was a good time, dude. I was mad about unemployment today. And so, like, I don't want to talk about it, but like, I'm going to talk about it because unemployment came up. So, I moved in with my girlfriend and fiance during the pandemic, right? She worked at Chrysler. She got laid off for 4 months. So, she used to work at the Belvedere plant out in Illinois before she came out here. It's Chrysler. She's from
Illinois.
She's out from Illinois. Yeah. Yeah, she's from Illinois. Yeah, she used to work out there.
She's from the Noise, dude?
Huh?
She's from the Noise?
Yeah.
Illinois.
Yeah, dude. She's from a suburb out there.
Suburb of Chicago.
And Rockford.
I have family that just moved.
Yeah,
here
like
from
Schaumburg.
From Rockford, yeah.
And so she was working or whatever. She got laid off for like 4 months. Now, she has to call Illinois to claim her unemployment due to the tax year right?
Yeah.
Where her benefits are located for that
and
year.
It's Illinois.
It's Illinois. Right? So she calls. She certifies right away, right? Of course, it's slow because it's the peak of the pandemic, right, when it all jumped off. And so she certifies 3 months into the pandemic, gets it certified. The lady calls her. She didn't receive a call until this December. Like, unemployment did not call her back.
For 6 months?
They called her after Christmas Day. And the lady was like, listen, whoever did your paperwork didn't certify your hours. And it's the end of the fiscal year, so you're going to have to get this appealed, right? And we're going to send you a motion over and a determination letter. She just got a call today, and the lady never sent her a determination letter. She got a call from unemployment, and they said, yeah, so we're halfway into the fiscal, we're a quarter of the way into the fiscal year, and you're being denied. And you're going to have to file an appeal, and there's no determination letter at this point in time. And she goes, so what does that mean? He goes, it's going to be a big headache, and we're probably not going to give you the money. They owe her $12,000. They were $12,000 fucking dollars. I remember we were so broke because I was paying not only my rent where I was living, but her rent because she was out of the job, and like she like liquidated like actual assets that she had like in investments to like pay her bills and shit. And it's just like so fucking crazy that like she got fucked over, and like this sounds really right wing to say. I was homeless and never got food stamps. And it's sick, right? It's sick because, like, on the other side of the coin, I never got food stamps, but I go into grocery stores and just steal shit. Right? So that's still sick. But, like, I never, like, what if I fucking needed that shit one day? You know what I mean? Like, can I actually get that shit? So I don't know, man. It's at least a bad, like, it makes me want to hate the government, and I want to like the government. I want to be like, it's not that bad.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We live in America. Being homeless in America isn't as bad.
We just talked about it. It's lit.
Yeah, it really is, man. And that's what's crazy. But like, this is another thing. It's not the government. It's the person who worked for the government, who did her unemployment, that fucked her over, right?
And people suck, right?
And so people suck. Yeah. And then it leads me to this next belief. No one deserves $15 at McDonald's. Not a goddamn person.
Never.
Not a fucking soul, dude.
There's plenty of opportunity elsewhere.
I don't know. I think everybody should make a living wage.
You think that person that took 20 minutes to get my 2 goddamn cheeseburgers.
That asked for cash only?
That asked for cash only. Because, why? Because they're profiting off this. They're making more than their
Their register's down?
Their register's down. I seen it. They just had the drawer sitting on the counter. They didn't touch the register at all. They just took my money out and gave me change out of the drawer sitting on the counter. And so there is opportunity within these companies to make plenty of money. That is not the route you go to make a living wage. That is literally a job, an entry-level job. It's supposed to be someone's first job or a part-time intermittent work. It's not a job to survive off of.
Now, this is the thing, is if they pay people $15 an hour, I have no problem with that. But where does that leave people who make more than $15 an hour? Where does that leave people? Like, are we expecting now the companies to compensate and raise everyone's wages up? Because in a perfect world, I would be happy with that. Okay, hey, you know what? You're right. Inflation's happened. $15 an hour. You probably need that for a to live off of. I understand that. But what about a person who makes $20 an hour? Because, like, dude, I know for a fact that I make above the poverty line. Like, in my tax bracket, I'm not doing half bad, right? But I'm still not making a lot of cheddar, fellas.
No, yeah. I subscribe to the idea that, like, like, maybe it's not why them, but, like, maybe this should shine a spotlight on wage inequality everywhere else, right? Maybe, your $20 an hour job, you should probably be making like $32 an hour.
Yeah,
probably. And something I mean, there's the
who decides? Are you the one going through and deciding who deserves to make what wage for what amount of work, and what resources are we like? Are we gauging people on like what?
Yeah, what is value?
Yeah,
what is value in a marketplace? I don't know.
Is it for showing up?
It's for showing up. It's for believing.
The calmest communist.
Yeah, the calmest communist. Just show up to work.
An inside thing, dude. You'll meet Nick Dawson one day.
Yeah, one
day you'll meet Nick Dawson, dude.
I've met him.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Do you know about him?
I know.
Have you had titillating conversation about socialism with him?
He's great.
Has he talked to you?
He wiped my ass in speed chess one time.
Oh, dude, he's good. He's good at chess.
And then when I was at the 12-step cult house, I saw him at a
12-step cult house.
Yeah,
that's fire.
When I was at the 12-step, I won't even say his name. Anyway, when I closed that door,
exactly.
I saw him at a meeting, and I was like, "You gotta get me the fuck out of here." And he was like, "You don't like it?" I was like, "It's not for me." He was like, "What are you gonna do?" I was like, "I'm putting some things together." I put some things together. I sold a pair of Yeezys, and I ended up at the Whitney Manor.
That's great.
Where did you go?
What do you mean?
Like
In the in-between times?
Yeah, like,
that was his 24 hours homelessness?
No, like, where did you actually go that, like, you were like, I'm getting the fuck out of here?
The Open Door.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dan Gaynor.
Mr. Gam Maynor, whatever his name is.
Yeah. Okay, well, yeah, dude. I feel it, dude. I understand.
Not for me. For somebody.
Yeah.
And I see that shit working for people that live there. I see those guys doing well.
Yeah, honestly.
It's just not for me.
Yeah. Dude, you know where people stay sober at? Sally.
Yes.
God. Do you know what I would never do? The Sally.
Exactly.
Those guys get Sally tattoos.
But I'm telling you, but it was insane to me when I started to see like the success rate of these guys, and I get it because it's like a long-term treatment program. So I get like the like on paper why it works.
Yeah.
But like looking at it from the outside, it's like why does that work?
It seems to be like its own way of life for these guys,
and it is. It's just, and I mean, but I get the values instilled. You know what I mean? Like I get the like responsibility, the accountability, the like giving back. Like I understand these principles being instilled. I don't see how. Like, what type of position you had to be in to be like, this is good for me.
You know what?
Like, this is what I need.
Dude, I'm so fucking full of myself that, like, I couldn't do it.
I know.
I'm like, bro, give me Netflix. Let me go to work in 2 weeks, bro. I'll read a book.
Fine. I swear to God.
I'll read a book. I'll call this man.
I swear to God.
I would clown at the Sally, bro. I would be like, oh yeah, I believe all of it, yeah. You know what I mean? I would be running amok, bro. And like, dude, someone told me they can't even wear their clothes for like the first 2 weeks. Like,
you gotta wear donated clothes.
Yeah, they take you down to like their donation center and you pick out 3 outfits.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't bring your own stuff in, because I've seen that.
You can bring your own stuff in,
but so that's crazy, because like I never thought. So that's a part of the program?
Yeah.
Because I used to go thrifting like a bunch, right? And I frequented this Salvation Army right here.
It's good.
It's my favorite.
It's a good spot.
Don't go there. It's my place.
I go there. I live right next door to it, dude.
Whatever. So I used to go like religiously, regularly, right? I was there every morning at 10 a.m. after I left the methadone clinic, right? So,
I got $2.
Yep. Steal most of it. But like, you know what I'm saying? But like, so they have these guys there, obviously being escorted by some chaperone, whatever. And they're like picking out clothes. And I had talked to a few of them being around, and they said they were, at the, like, whatever, like their sober living house. But I always thought it was just like they let them grab some, because they would always be grabbing like button ups or something. So I thought it was for like they had a job interview or something. They grabbed them a couple outfits. But why not wear your own clothes? What's the difference?
I think it's instilling that like
humility, like
humility. Yeah, like you can't have your own clothes, dude.
Is it humility or is it like depersonalizing? So
I think it's depersonalizing too.
That's like
it's like a vow of poverty, uniform. We all look the same.
Yeah, which like I get the benefits of that. I guess in theory. That's not for me.
Well, that's like
bro. Like I'm thinking about it, dude, and like I have jeans that I like to wear. Like I can't. Like I'm fat. I can't wear.
I'm very specific. I like denim. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. I got a thing for a few. I'm very specific. They don't have enough black clothes at the Salvation Army for me to wear.
Yeah, dude. And like that's the thing. Like
they don't have Lucky Brand jeans there for me.
You're well dressed, dude. Let's just put that out there. You're a well dressed guy.
Dapper Dan.
Yeah, dude. You're a dapper Dan.
He's a fucking dandy.
He does it easily.
I know, right? And he just looks like. Look at him. It's like there's that tall white guy wearing the nice clothes.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It's a little suit of armor thing for me.
Yeah,
I feel comfortable. And then I've just like everybody, I've got like some of my own insecurities, right? Mm-hmm. And it's like dress to how you feel. I literally feel better
and
when I dress up
totally
like that.
Get because that's a big thing for me. Like, so first off, I don't. It's on a different scale, right? But I don't like sweatpants, right? Because like. I literally I'll put jeans on to go to the gas station, right? Mm-hmm. Like, and there's something about like every morning I will get up and I will get dressed. You know what I mean? I will get up and I will put like not like casual clothes on, but I'm not wearing athletic clothes. I'm not wearing lounge clothes. I put on an outfit and then I start my day. And it's something. There is something about like whatever it is, like the boost of self-esteem from getting yourself together.
It's
just
like
putting something on.
I'm worth doing a little bit of effort.
Yes, like I don't have to leave with my sweatpants. I don't have to go to the store in sweatpants.
You're not going to catch me at Walmart in Simpsons pajama pants.
Exactly.
Those
not
people
talking down to people who do.
No, I am talking down to people who do.
It's the Cookie Monster.
No, I'm talking down. Yo, you're wearing your Christmas pajama pants. It's fucking March, dude.
Be an adult.
It's
good God, buy a pair of Levi's. You're at Walmart. Buy some goddamn Wrangler jeans.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
There's nothing. They don't have to be expensive clothes.
Jeans are comfortable. You know what I mean? Why can't you just wear
sleep in them? I've been known to sleep in them. I'll fucking do it.
Dude,
people say I'm a psychopath.
Passing out isn't the same as sleeping, dude.
Come on.
I'll sleep. It's cold in my room, bro. Sometimes I'll come home. Anyway.
You know what my new favorite piece of wardrobe is? My fucking bathrobe. My bathrobe,
God,
dude.
I got a bathrobe.
It's nice. It's like we talk about loungewear.
Yes.
If I know I'm not going anywhere, just wearing my undies and a bathrobe all day and being a fat, lazy piece of shit really makes me happy, dude.
Honestly, in the house it's different. You know, like in the house, I love a good pair of short Nike track shorts.
Oh yeah,
that's it.
Yeah,
and that's how I live my life in my house.
I like the Under Armour running ones with the built-in undies.
See, so I had Nike ones like that. I ended up cutting them out because I just can't. I need to wear underwear. I can't get up and put one article of clothing on and be okay walking around.
you feel insecure. You feel like something wrong is going to happen.
Somehow it's going to fall out.
You're just too easy to be a victim, dude. You're just like, no, dude.
No,
this can't,
I need one more layer of protection.
I can't have anyone scooting my shit over to the side.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It can't be this easy to pants me. Yeah.
Literally. Gotta grab something.
Yeah, dude. I don't know, dude. I think. You talking about jeans? I'm like different from you guys. I'm like, when I know it's the weekend, I'm like, fuck, I can put on sweatpants.
Really?
Yeah. I'm like,
I mean, I get it, and I totally get it. Like, I totally get the. I mean, I have like sweatpants, obviously.
Sure,
but.
No, but I feel you where you're just like you're hyped to like fucking put the jeans on and get the day going, bro. Yep. Because like I think like we're really selfish creatures, dude. Like I don't know why I wear this Nike hat,
You know what I'm saying?
You know, I really don't.
Yeah.
You know,
It's got a check on it. You know what I mean?
it's got a check on it.
Child labor made it.
I thought it was
made
an
this
upside down
possible.
Newport logo.
You know?
Yeah, dude. Like I don't know why I did it, but it makes me feel good to wear things that I like.
Yeah.
You know, and like that's like really the main thing too. Like talk about like, dude, you know how many times I wanted to get high and I just was like, I'm gonna go TJ Maxx today.
You know, I love that place. Honestly, TJ Maxx, wonderful place. Gabe's, right?
Marshalls.
You got to do some digging at Gabe's, but it's worth it.
Bullshit.
Really?
I mean,
I
I buy plain black T-shirts.
I've
and
never-
stuff. So like, you know what I'm saying? I've never loved that place.
What
for
is
that.
Gabe's?
You've never been to Gabe's?
Oh my fucking god!
Will you guys take
Dude,
me?
we should go all go to
Yes.
Gabe's.
Yes.
Yeah, we should all go to fucking Gabe's, bro. It's legit, bro.
It's and I mean, like dirt cheap too. So I just got my last favorite Gabe's purchase, right? So I started going there regularly for their workwear section.
Yep. Carhartt probably. Some Realtree. Dickies.
Stuff, right? Which is great because like they're Dickies is getting popular now, so like they're selling like
It's a little cheaper than Carhartt, that's why.
But it's not like now they're selling Dickies like double knee pants for like $70, and I'm like, bro, they're $15 on the Dickies website, and someone is selling them for whatever, right? So originally I found their little workwear section there, right? And then I just started buying nice black T-shirts there, like just a good thick black T-shirt. I'll kill a man for a good thick black T-shirt.
I'm a thick white T-shirt guy.
Thick T-shirts are the best. Thick T-shirt,
Dude.
tight collar.
I'm a no t-shirt kind of guy, dude. Just take my shirt off and not wear a shirt.
For when?
I have a drawer in my house.
Dude, you don't know me, but I will get naked anywhere.
He got naked at my house.
I will just
Like
take
butt
not butt naked, but like I'll definitely take articles of clothing off to get comfortable. Like I'll just be like, all right, take my pants off and I'll just chill with boxers on. Or like I remember like I got a leg tattoo at Tara's one time, and she was tattooing my thigh, and like we had to like pull my pant leg up like this. And I'm like, nah, sorry, dude, and just pulled my pants off. Let her tat me when I was in my boxers.
Because I understand. Just like I put the clothes on in the morning, when I get home, it'll be like as I walk through the door, I'm taking my shirt, like stripping down as many layers as I can off.
Dude.
Yeah.
But it's like it's when I return home, like when I'm back.
I'll do it in public.
Yeah. I'll do it for a purpose. I get like if it's warm out, I'm not wearing anything. I'm walking outside crazy.
Yeah.
Like I'm the driving around with no shirt on guy.
You gotta show the guns, bro.
I can't drive with no shirt on.
I'm telling you, it's the most white trash
It
thing I
makes me
do.
feel like I live in a trailer.
Yeah. Like I swear I've been pulled over like 3 times, and I think it was just because I didn't have a shirt on. Like they were just like,
They're like, pull that dude smoking a cigarette with no shirt on
driving a
over.
minivan. Like,
Something's wrong with him.
That car's in his aunt's name, dude.
exactly.
Oh, dude. Yeah, dude. Speaking about Dickies, dude, I copped a Dickies flannel.
Okay, with the little patch on the.
There was no patch, but
patch.
it's Dickie brand, bro.
Okay,
and it's so thick. There's something to be said about a nice flannel. You can go to Walmart and buy a flannel, flimsy, not thick. It doesn't fit nice, doesn't fit well. But when you find a nice flannel, dude, that motherfucker holds it for dear life, dude. I got flannels from 8th grade in my fucking closet right now.
I got my tried and true sitting in the passenger seat of my car right now. It's 25 feet away from me. It can't go much further than that. It's the lumberjack, black and red.
I'm wearing the thick ass Land's End flannel my Nana got me for Christmas.
Yeah.
Right now. Shit's good. It's a large, tall. It fits me right.
That's the one that fits the best. Like you put it on, and it's like, this was made for me. This is a shirt that was made exactly for me, and I can always put it on and find comfort in the fact.
When
that
did you
fits
start?
me.
When did you guys start finding your style? Because there was like a progression for me.
Oh, there's been a weird evolution for myself
too.
Because like I remember growing up, like I was like a skater kid, so it was skinny jeans, band tees, snapbacks,
Yeah.
I remember
fitted caps?
Oh yeah, I had a white Brooklyn Nets fitted cap. It was all white,
fire.
and it would have the big black B. And I probably wore that with like some Hollister. I was like 12, dude.
Yeah.
I know what the fuck I was doing.
Dude, there was a period of time in high school where all I wore was, for a while, it was just white V-necks. White V-necks, jeans, and Nike running shoes. I would only wear Nike running shoes. Like the different evolutions of free runs and lunar whatevers, and just like the light, like kind of fit like a sock running shoes, and just like different shitty American Eagle t-shirts for a long time. And then I moved to South Carolina. I moved away. I was trying to outrun my addiction, so I moved to South Carolina to live with my dad. I was like, it's sunny. I was like, now all I wear are short sleeve button-ups and tennis shorts. And like, that's
you stuck with that until a year ago?
Until
That's what you were rocking when I met you.
I moved. It was hot then, okay? And then I moved to Columbus, and I didn't have any fucking money, and I was really poor with nobody's assistance for the first time, maybe in my whole life. Nobody was helping me out. So I was like, I don't know, I was thrifting shit and just wearing like shit people gave me, and lots of like fucking skate shoes and skinny jeans, and just kind of doing the Carhartt thing.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. I don't know how I dress now. I kind of dress like a Calvin Klein model from 1996.
Yeah, dude, it's a good look, dude. And like this is like the real thing, right? How about them 40-year-old fucking dudes who wear fucking biker skinny jeans, dude? How about those fucking ass hats?
The biker jeans died in 2012. Like it was cool.
2014.
Because they were hard to find in 2014. Like you couldn't go to the mall and they're not in every store.
You got a special order them bad boys now.
And it was, I mean, back then I know where it came from, right? It came from like companies like Balmain making them, right? So it
trickled down into Route 21.
Yeah,
you're talking about the fake dirty ones, where they're like
they have they're ribbed jeans.
They're
at the knees. They're a double knee with ribs.
They got like fake zippers.
Yeah.
They got like fake zippers where like real biker jeans would go.
I folded about 8 pairs of those today.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
and that's the thing. Like they've become played out, and it was. I mean, they were cool when they first came out stylistically as something new and exciting, because it's really just
skinny jeans with zippers and
it's really just a motorcycle pant. Like it's literally, we've been making them forever. Like they probably got popularized in the 70s and 80s, but it's just a motorcycle pant that someone started selling as jeans, right? As casual wear. Yeah. Now they're.
Have you been seeing people wear like 80s and 90s style jeans now? I've been seeing that.
Like, what do you mean?
They're wearing like just like straight fit, loose fit, fucking Levi's.
That was like three years ago, dog. That's what
them girls be doing.
I still see it. I
own a lot of pairs of Guess jeans from the 80s and early 90s.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I don't know, man. I just like skinny jeans. It's a good feel.
Now I don't wear them because I have
slim straight.
I have like a few. I would say they fit like Levi's 511s that I would wear more often. But then I have like the straight leg ones as well. But yeah, I got it onto the little looser pant kick.
I've got a couple pairs that are dangerously close to jeggings. They're real stretchy.
Really? I try not to go that skinny anymore because it's just with my.
There's a couple.
Does it make you look small?
It just makes me look like way too emo. You know what I'm saying?
Because you're just wearing a black t-shirt over it or something.
I'm wearing a black t-shirt and black skinny jeans.
There's one particular picture of me on Instagram where I'm wearing. They're not even skinny jeans. It's just a terrible angle, and I'm too tall. And it just looks like I've got chicken legs.
Oh,
it's bad. I don't look like that in real life. I don't look. Listen, bro.
It looks like some sort of weird caricature of you.
I look sick in that picture.
You You look down bad.
No, man. I don't know, man. I think it's a true in music when we talk about MGK, but also fashion. That like now, like the old trends that are old to us are now coming back, and
I mean, it's
cyclical.
It's just
recirculating, dude. So yeah, dude, I dress like a hobo.
I don't think you dress like a hobo. You have a very unique style that I appreciate.
Yeah, I'm fat, dude. I just wear what I can wear, dude. And try to look fashionable doing it, dude. Yeah, it's like, but. Honestly, guys, I'll be really honest with you guys. I'm fucking tired, dude.
I'm tired too.
We had such a good talk.
I had a good time.
These were some good fucking times. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you for the McChickens, dude.
Yeah. Thanks for having me again.
Thanks for fucking. Thank you guys for coming by. I'm delirious. For one, I don't know what came out of my mouth for the past half hour.
Oh yeah, it's been a long.
I probably said I probably said uppity a few times.
You were getting real uppity.
Yeah. I crossed some lines. Cisgender white male. So with that being said, thank you guys for stopping by. Thanks for listening to the Agro Labs. Stay safe. Stay aggro.